Hell and back and went back to hell. Been to jail, came home and went back to jail. Made sales, got a job, went back to sales. Still smart enough to know that I ain't actually failed. Progress stagnant cause you ain't following up. One thing.
What up, TMS family? And today is Sunday, August 8th, 2022. Here on the 2 Month Show, it's always real talk by real people. I'm your host, MT, and with me is my co-host,
Mr. Jones, a.k.a. Sam Jones, and Mr. Come First because you got to respect me, and to the right of me.
That's your boy Tay. What happened? Sports Talk Tay and Josh. What up, fellas?
All right, John, what's going on, man? How y'all doing?
Good, man. Thanks for having me.
Good. Absolutely. Look, y'all, so we got a jam-packed show today. Some topics that definitely need to be addressed. Circulating, a lot of things been circulating the media headlines, got social media in an uproar. Pinning men against women again. We still in the whole gender war thing. So yeah, man.
I told you that we won't stop.
Exactly. So it seems like, even though Unc passed, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Kev Samuels, rest in peace, Unc. It just seems like that the gender wars still continue.
Did nobody take that torch yet, though?
Not well. It is one. It's one dude. He be on
Andrew Tate.
Page. Yeah, Andrew Tate. He's trying to. Yeah, exactly.
He just being an asshole. Just be an asshole.
Yeah.
It's like, he ain't trying to help nobody. Like Kevin used to actually try to help people. He just being an asshole for clicks and all that. Because he know he can. Because he got money. He used to be a fighter.
He got the money.
I don't know if he can catch a bullet with his bare hands. He keep doing that bullshit. But that's another story.
Exactly. So, yeah. So that's.
I mean, shout out to him, though. I ain't gonna never hate on a man with money. However you got it, shout out to you. But
yeah,
he just be an asshole. Though.
Yeah, let's be real. That is true. You gotta call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
But title of today's show, man, is Accusations or Accountability. I'm gonna say that again: Accusations or Accountability. So we're gonna get a jump started, man, with Deshaun Watson. So federal judge Sue L. Robinson ruled. After reviewing everything about Deshaun Watson's case, she did say that some of the actions were egregious. However, what the NFL was asking for, she said, didn't line up with their guidelines and what they normally do for first-time offenders. And so she issued a 6-game suspension for Deshaun Watson. The Browns came out and released a statement. Everybody was happy, at least on the Brown side and Deshaun's side. They said that they were not going to appeal, and also, what was it? 23 out of the 24 accusers had already settled with Deshaun Watson and settled with the Cleveland Browns, so they got their money. So with that being said, the NFL then appealed that decision. And Roger Goodell has appointed someone who is going to, I guess, review the case and issue what he thinks is fair. So, Tay, I'm going to get a kick started with you first, sir. How do you feel about that?
For me, I've said this many a times. Truthfully, I'm surprised he got 6 games. Because based off the law and based off the player conduct, I'm really surprised he got 6. I thought he was going to get at least 4, maybe 5.
Okay.
But if you go off the guidelines of everything from the truthfully, it's about right, but I think it should have been 1 or 2 games less.
Okay.
Like you said, she did everything that she's a federal judge. She had 25 years of being a judge. So she's going off of everything that has been given to her from every party. She went through it, based her cases, and based her decision off of those documents. Now, is it her fault that she went with it and that's what she came with, or it can't be? It's the NFL fault because they never made the changes until the CBA to last year, 2020?
No.
They
Just changed it. No, yeah. Well, actually, they just changed it over this past summer, I believe, or last summer.
So now you don't even know how you're going to run the damn thing. but yet you want a year suspension for somebody that literally has a pretty much a clean slate.
Yeah, clean record. Yeah,
a clean slate. Because let's not forget, he went to the Texas civil courts twice and beat that case. No charges was filed.
Yeah. He beat 2 Texas grand juries, is what he did. They couldn't indict him. They tried it 2 times in a Texas grand jury, and they said we don't have a case here, and they threw it out both times.
I mean, we all know Goodell since the beginning is all about image.
Yeah.
It's a PR nightmare. That's what this shit is.
Mm-hmm.
And the worse you make the shit look, the longer your suspension going to be in his ass. That's why I said 12 games to begin with.
Yeah,
but we'll see what it ends up being.
Yeah, but we got to keep that same energy for all the other shit that was going on prior to
this.
Yeah, I understand that was pre-Me Too. I understand all that. But come on now.
I agree. It's all about the image.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you wasn't thinking about the image when Dante Shellsworth killed somebody and dragged him down the street. You wasn't thinking about the image then.
Or, I mean, the Ray Rice thing before the tape came out. Remember?
Ray Rice? Yeah, Ray Rice. Ray Rice was just a little calm till they showed the image. Then they were like, oh, no, you got to let him go. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. And with the Ray Rice thing, that's what it was. Somebody had to leak the video.
Quick question about that, though. Should he lost his whole career for that?
No.
The reason he should have lost it because we already knew what was on the tape. It was already recorded. Y'all were just the visual just made it more graphic. You was like, oh no, ban him.
Yeah.
I thought the year was like a year would have been justified. Something.
But the funny thing was when that Ray Rice case
happened, gave him though.
Not that, but also let's not forget the NFL only suspended him for 2 games before the.
That's what I said. Yeah.
2 games. Yeah. And they saw it, and that's the first. They
the video.
Saw the tape.
He let them know. Yeah,
exactly.
He let them know.
Yeah, no, nobody else had it, so did TMZ. That's what.
No. He actually said it's going to be a video that's out. He actually told them it's a video is going to come out. It might, look crazy, but I deal with the consequences. That's pretty much what he said after that. He said he let them know though. He did let him know.
He did, and Goodell.
He knows the camera on that elevator. He just lost all that shit.
Yeah, and Goodell saw the video. That's the thing. He saw it. He saw the video. The league front office saw the video. Yeah, but
did he think somebody was going to sell it to TMZ though?
He
thought the NFL would probably have the only. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Probably.
He ain't know somebody selling that shit to TMZ.
Yeah. Well, here's the issue that I have. I'm getting tired of the court of public opinion being able to condemn someone before the actual court does, before actual civil or criminal court does. People are so wishy-washy nowadays, and we're going to talk about that because she's coming up second. Hold on, we're going to talk about it. You want to sit here?
That one.
Yeah. So
I've been waiting.
So yes. So here's the thing. As a man, I know. So here's the thing. As a man, yes, 66 massage therapists. That is a lot. Now, that's a lot. Even for Hugh Hefner, okay, that's a lot. Okay, for somebody like Hugh Hefner or Dan Bilzerian, that's a lot. Okay, as far as massage play,
he was addicted to that. So the mistake what Deshaun did was he overdid it. It come off as predatory. We're gonna use that word.
Exactly.
That's how it comes. That's when he made the mistake at. If it was like 3 massage therapists, they probably just like it is what it is. Yeah,
exactly.
Like, man, this nigga weird. This actually regular.
But that's what I'm saying.
He want that extra shit.
But Cleveland having the massage therapist convention in Cleveland, I'm just letting you know. I think it's conspiracy. This way, MT, you should put your tinfoil Scully on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Well, hold on.
Yeah, it's a massage therapy convention in Cleveland during his suspension. I lied to you not.
Is it sponsored by Texas?
Oh wow.
I don't know, but we'll see. But hold on.
Don't take Deshaun Watson. You know what I mean? You got
exactly. But all right. So here's what I'll say. So again, just to get back to my original thing, the court of public opinion. The NFL was not going to probably do anything. They probably was just going to let the 6 games ride. But I think what happened was you get minority women speaking out on all the major networks, FS1, ESPN, all these women going to social media and things like that. Oh, Deshaun Watson, this and that. It's no justice, it's this and that. So at the end of the day, Roger Goodell, like Mr. Jones said, it's all about image. So, all right, let me listen to the court of public opinion. Now let me assign somebody, and I'm going to give him a nudge and let him know, hey, I'm not going to tell you what to rule, but it needs to be a little harsher than what Sue Robinson ruled. So now, me personally, I'm thinking he's probably going to get somewhere between 8 to 12 games. I believe that he's going to get a fine, and then I believe that they're going to force him to do some type of treatment as well. Because remember, think about it. The agent already foresaw the NFL doing some bullshit. So they rearranged his contract where his first year, he only get $1 million. So even if he gets suspended for the entire year, $1 million, that ain't nothing. He ain't tripping off of that. He ain't losing no real money. So that's another thing too. And like, let's be honest with Deshaun Watson. Let's be real and say what it is. He's a black man, and the fact that he got a light sentence, they like, hell no. Hell to the no. We can't let this happen.
That nigga a freak.
I mean, he is. I mean, and here's the thing.
I wouldn't play the race card per se. I think it's because I wouldn't play the race card. I would say it's more because of the Me Too, post Me Too era. I think it's more of that more than his race. More than anything.
Yeah, but like I said,
he can't be that freaky.
Man, my man, come on, freaky Deshaun, he out there asking for happy endings every day. Come on, man, my man. How many massage therapists do you need, bro? Like seriously, like he got a problem, bro. Like I don't know who in this circle. He got a problem, bro. He got a problem.
He does.
Oh yeah. No, he definitely has a problem.
Yeah, he said he wanted the Cincinnati bow tie.
But you gotta keep the same energy with all the other cases. That this is the first actual case that's actually been this kind of like that's different. But keep the same energy because
haven't been another allegation like this recent.
But this is the thing that pisses me off.
It's been a while since I last one of those.
No, Zeke. And here's the thing: Zeke was a violent crime. Deshaun's is not even a violent crime.
It's not a sign that he was just sliding in DMs asking for messages with happy endings. That's all he wanted. He just wanted a massage with happy ending, man.
Exactly. Or you know what I'm saying? Oh, he dropped the towel. You know what I'm saying? When you can turn over now. Okay. Oh, look at that. It fell. You know what I'm saying?
MT, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Most of these was Instagram chicks, so they already knew to deal this when he was flying them out for massage. That's why I'm shocked. I'm like, bro, they knew they had to be DTF to be down. I'm just letting you guys
think about it. Yeah, but think about it like this: the man went to 2 grand juries in the state of Texas, where it's the hardest state, one of the hardest states to even get that charge. Even
it's a lot of old freaks down there. It's like I understand, brother. I'm like that.
Hey man, the Texans are bad. You need some stress relief. I understand, my brother.
They say you ejaculate faster through the anal cavity.
Hey, you know what I mean? He needed it, man. You know what I mean? If it doesn't come out, it's better out than in, I guess. You know, you get about
my thing. But listen,
let me stop joking.
Yeah, we gonna. Yeah, nah, for real, man. First of all, spell Deshaun correctly, sir. First of all, spell Deshaun correctly. But nah, man. But that's the thing. It was the massage therapist. Now, if he just had 66 women, like almost like a Tiger Woods type of thing, it wouldn't be looked at as bad.
Nah, the fact that you call my man player from the Himalayas. That's what I call him. Like he had a hair and a woman around.
You ain't hear nothing that he wanted to do.
Yeah, just introduce. These are my girlfriends.
They telling everything. They saying how you wanted it. Let's keep it. He wanted it. Like
But I hate this. I mean, to keep it a buck though. To keep it a buck, you do know all they had to do was say no. You do know that, right? They could have easily turned it down.
Tay, what Instagram chick is gonna turn out DM from Deshaun Watson? A multi-millionaire.
They not gonna turn it down.
They not gonna turn it down. I'm just letting you know. Even if they had a boyfriend, they don't care. Like even if they had a dude, they don't care.
Listen, because y'all gotta remember. I was about to say, because you gotta remember this too. Google and Deshaun just got that deal from the Texans. What, a year or two ago? Well, got that rookie extension. So, and he had a witness present. Yeah, he did have a witness present. He always had a witness with him in those rooms. Yeah. So, and that's the thing. And then you Google, okay, girl, this dude named Deshaun Watson hit me up for my message. Deshaun Watson, Google how much he make. He just got that extension with the Texans, girl. $130
she see that blue check mark, she replying with the quickness, bro. Like,
of course.
I'm sorry, bro. Most chicks is not gonna turn down a chance to massage Deshaun Watson and get paid and probably smash. Oh, come on, son.
Now here's what I will say.
Not too many.
Now here's what I will say Robinson should have done. Yes, the 6 games, but he should have been ordered to go through some type of rehabilitation program. Because he does, he need to go to, I don't know, Massage Parlors Anonymous, something like that. He needs to go to something.
Hi, my name is Deshaun, and I have a problem. What's the problem?
Exactly.
I like to get massages from random chicks.
Exactly.
They're just going to send him to the rehab Jake Tiger Woods one too. That's all they're going to do. Just
exactly.
You're talking about rehab is pretty much just a resort that you can't leave. That's pretty much what it is.
Basically.
Yeah,
but now, so here's the thing. I'm still hoping. So, me personally, I don't. Me personally, I don't think that Deshaun. I don't think they're gonna give him the whole year unless they plan on putting the Texans on the Browns schedule next year, if that makes sense. I feel like that they will have him back by then, but I feel like they're gonna hit him with a nice fine. I feel like he's gonna get like a $500,000 fine. I do. And I feel like he's going to be ordered to treatment. I think they'll give him, like I said, 8 to 12. If he does 12 games, I think he'll be back right in time for Wissenay. He'll be back right in time for that Texans game. Now, here's what I will say as well. They've actually offered Deshaun, when they filed the appeal, they offered him a settlement and said, hey, he would have to pay a fine, go through treatment. I think they said 12 games or 14 game ban, and Deshaun said no. That's basically me. No, that's once again y'all getting what y'all want. No, so he said no. But salute to Roger Goodell. And the reason why I say salute to him is he's actually staying out of it, because the whole point of this new CBA thing is, they didn't want him to always have the final say. I mean, they didn't want him to have the first say of judge, jury, executioner, even though technically he has the final say. But he's smart. He stepped out the way. Go ahead.
Yeah, but he was stupid at the same time. Let's not forget some of the suspensions he had under his tender.
Talk about him. Go ahead.
Talk about it. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's go with Randy Gregory. With Gregory when he did 8 games for the weed shit, right?
Yep.
Facts.
Which they made it legal after his suspension.
Yeah. Hey, he just had bad timing, Tay. I don't know about that one. It sounded like he just had bad timing.
No, it's bad timing, but
rules are subject to change. That's just how the game is.
Yeah, but he waited till after that dude got suspended. Then he made the change.
Of course, because Goodell and Jerry ain't that cool. That's what that is. But go ahead.
All right. Then we got the technically, really, if you go with the Robert Kraft shit, didn't Robert Kraft only got a fine?
Yeah. Robert Kraft only got a fine, and he was dumb enough to swipe his credit card. Yeah,
it's wrong, bro. What I didn't understand about the Robert Kraft, you're a multi-billionaire. Why are you going to Lord Joe massage parlor in the hood, telling John sent me for a happy ending, bro? Who does that? Like.
It was lit. He was like, let me get it
they had him on the top.
Then he used a credit card on top of that.
Oh, he was flossing. Was it the black card? Was it the black card?
My man put out the exclusive American Express Super Platinum Gold card.
The joke that can slice you.
But let's not forget, he was also on camera and he drove away in a goddamn Phantom.
Exactly.
Like, come on, bro.
Come on, bro. We know, bro.
Come on.
Bro, hey, with that type of money, she supposed to come to him. That's how it's supposed to be when you got that kind of money.
Look, I'm gonna buy this motherfucker.
Exactly. Either that or guess what? I'm gonna pull up in a Kia Optima, okay, with a little Nike sweatsuit and some cash, okay.
Hey, man, Robert Kraft pulled up in the Honda Civic, with a hoodie on. Yeah. Had a Pooh Shiesty mask on, one of those ski masks on.
Like, come on, bro. You got to be smarter than that. Got to be smarter. Like, come on, Deshaun. I mean, come on, Robert.
My man, live from the dungeon.
Exactly.
Live from the live from the 9 to 5. I see you, Playboy. Getting paid double time. I see you, man.
You know what it is, man. You know I gotta get it in from all angles.
Yeah.
Oh man, pause that. But go ahead.
All right,
man. See, you ruined it, MT. We weren't even thinking like that.
We was talking about.
Let's not forget about your other dude from the Cowboys, your man Hardy.
Who's he? Oh yeah, Hardy. Yeah, Greg Hardy. Yeah. Yeah,
he should have got a year.
Yeah, he should have got a year, but he only got like 6 games.
He only got like 6 games. Like, God damn. A multiple offender. Like this wasn't like his first time beating a chick.
You see how he hit mid? He was hitting women like that. He should have got
exactly.
You knew it was over. You knew it was over when he body slammed his girl on some guns. You already knew it was over. Like you.
I still don't know how he got over that. So, a MT, that might be a black privilege right there. You can say black privilege. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm doing the inverse of white privilege. I'm doing the inverse right there. If you get it.
No, it was Jerry.
No. It was Jerry paying that money.
I'm joking, man. I'm just joking, man. Don't take me serious. I don't want nobody in the stream to take it serious. I mean, that might have been an opportunity of black privilege right there, Tay.
No.
Okay. All right, Zeus, what you got for us? Man? What you think about the Deshaun Watson?
Oh man, I don't know, man. I'm dying conflicted with it because everybody else, like my man for gambling, $1,500. Got what? Damn near 2 seasons almost
a season
to be out. A season. So it's like, so you saying, all right, me taking a chance of flipping this $1,500 on a game that probably wasn't even a game that he can fucking control. You gonna take me out for a season, but a nigga that's out here potentially doing sexual acts with different people, and it seems way worse than this. Get 6 games, it just throws me off. I don't.
No, so, I'm gonna give you some slight pushback though.
He's gambling.
You got to compare gambling. He was gambling for his team, and he got caught red-handed.
Yes,
Deshaun Watson is like hit or miss. Like the court said, if it wasn't okay, NFL just doing it for a PR move, so it's like different. Technically, Deshaun Watson didn't do nothing too much illegally. He didn't do too much.
I was about to say that, and you got to remember this too, Zeus. Go back and check out. I'm about to say the integrity of the game. Like, go back and look at about 4 or 5 years ago when FanDuel got busted. Those 2 or 3 employees got busted for taking. They made up user accounts in FanDuel, and at the end of like those $1 million contests and all that, they would switch up their lineups at the last moment, so they were the winners. FanDuel lost a lot of money because a lot of people said, this shit is rigged, I'm not dealing with it. The NFL continues to face accusations of teams, rigging games, players not doing what they supposed to do. So that right there, that hurts the integrity of the game, and that hurts everybody. That hurts the gambling sites. That hurts Vegas. That hurts the NFL. And people don't bother watching or don't bother putting their money in DraftKings, FanDuel, whatever else. So everybody gets stained with that. And what you got is, and think about if you're a shareholder of DraftKings and stuff like that, and it takes a hit because of what Calvin Ridley was doing. Not to mention it was video evidence of Calvin Ridley doing some questionable shit during the games. He would have a wide open path to a touchdown and would stop and reverse field for no reason and run back into defenders. Versus Deshaun, all we got is a bunch of IG chicks who basically lining up for a payday because they OnlyFans money ain't clicking like they thought it was. So that's what it is with that.
Oh,
go ahead.
I'm about to say I got another one too. Let's not
Go
forget
ahead.
he gave Plexico Burris 4 games because he shot himself.
Oh yeah, Plexico Burris. Remember that when he shot himself in a New York club?
Yeah, he gave him 4 games for that shit.
I thought, but he was out longer, right?
Yeah, he was out longer, but the NFL suspended Roger Goodell, and the NFL suspended him for 4 games for that.
Yeah, he ended up going to jail, right?
Yeah, he ended up going to jail too.
Yeah, he ended up going to jail. That New York gun law was crazy back then. It still is, though. But it was really crazy back then.
Terrell Pryor, they gave him 5 games because of what he did in college.
College.
They got him for 5 games for college.
Yeah.
For receiving benefits at Ohio State, he got suspended 5 games. He's not even in college no more. They gave him 5 games.
Yeah, that's how you know that partnership is really.
And then let me go. I could go with the most infamous one if you want me to. That's the good old Ben Roethlisberger with his 2 rape cases. That was
you gotta bring context to that. We had this conversation. That's pre Me Too. It was fucked up what he did though. It still messed up what he did.
6 games reduced to 4.
Man,
he appealed
that's pre Me Too. During the Me Too era, he would.
But let's be real. The only reason why he got 6 games,
he got one less than mystical. What's going on?
Me personally, I think getting in the Steelers organization probably paid some money off. I'm just gonna say what I say.
No, it's because him and Goodell is cool. That's why he got the 6 games, 4 games really. He was cool.
Nah, Ben should have got like the season for that one. 2.
He really should have.
That's serious. That's serious. That's a serious matter, right? 2.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So what was this? Like I said, where's this energy at with from quote unquote ESPN employees and all that shit when that was going on?
You barely heard about it during that time. You barely heard about the Big Ben.
We heard more about Michael Vick fighting dogs more than we heard about Ben Roethlisberger.
Of course. Well, here's the thing. Well, this is where I turn back to. Well, this is where I turn back to the whole race thing, gentlemen. And I know you said don't use that, Josh, but think about it like
No, sir. I would say the Deshaun Watson case, you can't really use the race card. He was just creepy Deshaun with the massage.
I mean, he was creepy, but the reason why I say that you can is because we don't own the media. And I've seen women like Carrie Champion when she's talking to Floyd Mayweather about, hey, who the greatest boxers of all time are, stop in the middle of it when they naming people. Oh, hey, so let's talk about, when you went to jail for, your domestic violence and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that was wild.
No, that had nothing. I remember that interview. It had nothing to do with boxing. He just talking about boxing, and she brought it up, made it a personal.
That's what I'm saying. So you could take the opportunity, and Gayle King could come out and ask Lisa Leslie and everything like that about, Kobe and his rape cases days after he died. But yet, y'all don't want to keep bringing up Ben. I know why you don't want to bring up Ben, because at the end of the day, like I said, people who look like Ben, they control the networks. They own the media. So you rather drag your brothers through the mud versus go after somebody who's equally as bad as them. We don't hear Brett Favre stuff being brought up, and Brett Favre was a nasty motherfucker.
Exactly. And I was
man. Nobody talked about how he said.
I was about to bring that up.
Did he get suspended for that? I'm trying to remember. I don't think he got in trouble for it.
Nope, he didn't. The only thing he got was traded to the Jets, which they made the playoffs.
It was
then he got traded to Minnesota.
Nah, it was during the Jets. He did it while
it was.
He was smashing the intern or the assistant. It was the assistant or intern.
Yeah.
Mr. Wrangler himself out here selling dick pics, man.
Exactly. And the only thing he got traded to was a good team, Minnesota, which he took to the NFC Championship.
They supposed to win that.
He was, but I guess between Spygate and then that whole season was just crazy. Bountygate. Bountygate. My bad, not Spygate. Bountygate.
Well, there's a few. I would say one, the Patriots suspension. Tom Brady. I think that was stupid. At most they should have got fined for equipment for tampering, but I don't think it should have been suspensions involved. In my opinion, I don't think so.
Don't forget about Richie Incognito. He got suspended for bullying. How the fuck you get suspended for bullying?
Hey man, niggas, you can't bully no more, bro. People anti-bully now. Back in the day,
Man, come on, man.
Them rookie, they still doing rookie dinners. Are you kidding me?
Rookie hazing.
Exactly.
Technically, you're not supposed to do rookie hazing. You get in big trouble. The organization, everybody get in trouble.
Well, guess what? They still doing it. Did you not see I think it was the Miami Dolphins rookies that was standing there, no shirts on, shorts and flip-flops, singing Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way in front of everybody in the film room. That's what they had to do.
We played sports before. They did do freshman and rookie hazing, bro.
Exactly.
It was a different time, though. It was a different time. I don't know if they do it now. Now they really
still
anti-bully, anti-anything, nowadays.
Oh, Adrian Peterson and his his child abuse accusations.
Tay, you can't whoop your kids anymore, Tay. You can't whoop not publicly.
I mean, welts on the back. That's kind of
And he left marks too. On top of that, Tay.
He left marks.
You saw the guy that he might have been right about that one. He might have been right about that one.
Yeah,
might have been right about that one.
Yeah, I think he was right about that one.
He was right about the Adrian Peterson. He overdid it.
Yeah. Like I said, Greg Hardy, he had 10 games reduced to 4.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's definitely crazy.
I agree with you. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Tom Brady, he got his 4 games because of the whole Deflategate scandal,
which turned out to be bullshit.
Exactly.
For the Greg Hardy situation, who did he play for at the time?
The Cowboys.
It was the Cowboys.
And what did the Cowboys bring to NFL? What did the Cowboys bring to NFL? Bring money. Nothing moved but the money, Tay. It's always been about the money, Tay.
Number one franchise in the world.
Yep, and we still can't get over the hump and win a damn championship.
I know.
Yeah, but then on top of that, it's a bunch of no names after that, pretty much.
Yeah,
we don't care about them. But Tay, you made valid points. All right, Adrian Peterson, I could say. All right, he might have been right on that one. He might have been right on that one. He might have been right on that one.
Adrian Peterson, AP.
Yeah, he whooped his kid with a switch or something like that, and it left a bunch of marks, if I'm not mistaken. It was something like that. I can't remember the exact story. It was something like that.
It did the Incognito one too. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, they got your bullying.
Nah, I think Incognito was doing racial slurs and stuff like that. Tay, you guys suspend him with majority of your league is black. That's not cool, bro.
Yeah.
But you forgot.
But
with a movement.
Just let you guys know, a lot of people in the NFL use those words in the training camp. Just letting you guys know that.
But did the dude end up coming out or something like that, Jonathan Martin?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Crap, he did. Didn't he? Crap, that was a PR move for the NFL. NFL was smart, bro. They know how to turn a bad situation to something good, bro. A PR team, I give them credit for that.
Of course.
But the funny thing was about that, the Incognito suspension. He's already 2 years in Oakland, Vegas. It was Oakland. He was with the Vegas.
It was Oakland. Yeah.
He was already there for 2 years when they gave him the suspension. They waited like 2 years later to suspend him.
Of course. They said, the Raiders look like they got a chance of being something. Nah, fuck this. Let's suspend them. Take away a player. But all right, y'all. Let's do a little. Let's wrap up Deshaun because I want to get to what happened with the Miami Dolphins and everything. Another bullshit ruling from the NFL, which we can talk about today. But real quick round table, starting off with Zeus. Zeus, how many games does Deshaun Watson get after this review?
Man, to be honest with you, I don't know, man. I see him doing probably 2 to 4 games, some shit like that. Because at the end of the day, the man already got his name drugged through. At the end of the day, like you said, it's a PR stunt. They're gonna want him to play. They're gonna want him to actually probably fail. They're rooting for him to fail anyway. That's pretty much why they have him where he is. And that's why they kind of blackballed him the whole fucking time. So I mean, it's one of those things where, you kind of got your time served a little bit, but the whole time the people still want you to miss out on your money. So it is probably going to be maybe the max of 4 to 6 weeks, if that. But they're going to do 2 to 4.
All right, so you actually got to get reduced. All right.
So you got to get reduced? I actually agree with – I say with the evidence they have, they probably going to end up – this probably going to end up backfiring. It should be reduced. Actually, I still had him 6 to 8 before the season, before they made their verdict. I said it's not enough evidence unless they get a video of him being creepy. That's the only way I can think of they can add more time. I think he's probably gonna get reduced.
Hey y'all. Hi. This is Deshaun.
Hey, this is Deshaun. Had one of Kevin Hart moments. His homeboy come up with the video for that bag.
Exactly.
Hey. Hi. This is Deshaun. I like that happy ending you gave. Man, I'm like, bro, tell me Deshaun that this corny.
Yeah, I want that Happy Meal, 2 nuggets and a lot of sauce. Yeah.
Your man speaking in code and stuff.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, Shay.
For me, I actually agree with Zeus. I got that joint with being reduced. If it's going off of what everything they're going off of, if they're going really off of what a federal judge say, they only can tell what happens going to happen when you give it to the league. So it's probably going to get reduced.
Okay.
Hey, but if reduced, that's going to be a bad PR move. So they probably going to try to do 8. I think they're going to probably give them 8.
Sometimes you got to say fuck them. Sorry. You got to say fuck them.
Yeah, that went in the public. When in the public court is like really stupid.
Yeah, but you got to throw opinions into the spam folder. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you do, because at the end of the day, and we know the NFL has kind of been like that fuck you league. Even though Brady served that 4-game suspension and he missed out on winning MVP, what did he go on to do? Complete the greatest Super Bowl comeback ever in the history of the game. So they very F you at the end of the day. It's like, we'll give y'all a little something, but we're going to get the last laugh at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Mr. Jones. What you got?
Well, at this point, I stick with 6 to 8.
Okay. Me personally, this is what I think is going to happen. I think that they're going to try to. How can I put this? They're going to try to appease the people. So I think they're going to say it's indefinite, but he'll be able to apply for reinstatement after about 8 weeks. So once he misses 8 games, they'll be able to reapply for, reinstatement. And he'll do that. It'll be some heartfelt letter. They'll say that he's, by that time we'll be so deep into the season and things will be so crazy. The public won't even care by that point because it'll be one hell of a season by then. He'll get reinstated. He'll pay a fine. And they'll do indefinite, but give him he'll be able to apply for reinstatement by about week 6 or week 8. They'll review it and then bring him back. Because like I said, ultimately, I don't think that they're going to allow him to miss this Texans-Browns game. I just don't see it happening. I don't. And this is another point that I want to make to the feminist movement while we jump to the Dolphins. Feminists, here's the thing. This was a woman that gave this ruling. Mm-hmm. So you're telling me that you didn't believe what she did was enough, and now you had to go run and get a man to rule on this? A man?
Mansplaining? Oh my God.
Exactly.
Mansplaining out here? I just learned about mansplaining, guys.
From one of the worst states.
Please expound. What is mansplaining?
Yeah, what is
it's supposed to be like when a man is right, his explanation is better or something like that. I never heard of it. I'm like, mansplaining. Someone tried to explain it to me. I had no idea what it was. I'm like, huh?
Even though they did get a guy that's from the state of New Jersey, but I digress.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's all about the money. He'll be back. He'll be back on the field by that Texans-Browns game. He will. And it's just that simple. They'll find a way. Exactly. No, that's true. So, all right, Mr. Jones, you go ahead and take that banner down. Let's go ahead and get into the Miami Dolphins. So they were given. So here's the thing. There was a full investigation done between the Brian Flores accusations as well as them tampering with Brady and Sean Payton. So now we see why Sean Payton retired all of a sudden. That's what ended up happening. Sean Payton retired because he thought that he was going to go over and be a part of the Dolphins organization as I think either a coach or a GM or something like that. And then Tom was promised a piece of ownership as well. Was he going to be one of those owner players? No, you can't do that. But I think he was going to go be part of Dolphins ownership.
Hilarious.
Exactly. So they got $500,000 fine. what's the name is not able to go back to the facility until week 6 or week 8. Stephen Ross, who's one of the part owners of the Dolphins, or I guess the majority owner of the Dolphins. Then the GM, then the GM has been banned from the facility for the entire season.
Yep.
And the team loses their first round draft pick for next year's draft, and then the following year they lose their 3rd round pick.
So was Brian Flores right?
Yes.
So here's what they said. He actually was, but here's what they said to clean it up. They said that, because the class action lawsuit is going on, they said when they reviewed it, it seemed like Stephen Ross said it in a joking manner. It didn't seem like he was actually being serious.
NFL.
Exactly.
Hey, man, they got to protect that money, Tay. Don't move but the money, Tay. I keep telling you that, bro. Don't move but the money. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, Tay.
Exactly.
They were covered for their own, like goddamn Deion Sanders. I swear they'll cover for their own.
Exactly.
It's money involved, bro. It's billions involved, bro. They got $1 billion reason to protect them. Billions.
And I'm gonna tell you another thing too, Jay. Before you go ahead and get started, remember the class action lawsuit is still going on. So they admitted that Ross, intentionally did that. That whole class action lawsuit, that thing would have been granted, boy. They would have just basically, But go ahead.
Because I was like, the fine, but the fine for it was 1.5 million. They gave him So 1.5 million for the fine. I understand the stripping of the draft picks and stuff like that, but my thing is this: pretty much, like you said, they're not going to admit it, but we know. They was technically tanking. We all know they was tanking.
Of course.
My thing is, so you manage to do this to the Miami Dolphins, but where's this at for the Washington Commanders?
Yes.
Well, everybody around the investigation got in trouble, but the motherfucker they investigate. I've never seen an investigation like that.
So you can give a 1.5. You can give a $1.5 million fine and take away draft picks.
My man,
possibly tanking. It is tanking. I'm gonna say what it is. He did tank.
Yeah.
So Brian Flores is right, but yet it's an owner in the Himalayas somewhere that's not even gonna come back to the United States because he know you got a case on his head. And you need to tell me you can't do shit about the Washington Commanders.
I was about to say, yeah, and let me add on to that as well. So another thing that Dan Snyder did, and I said, boy, not only is it great to be a part of the Homeboys Club, it's great to be rich, and it's great to be white. And I'm gonna tell you why. So he did. No, I'm gonna tell you why.
He's telling the truth. It's some truth into that.
Because here's what happened. When he was supposed to testify in front of a grand jury, which would have been sworn oath, he refused. He told them, he said he would voluntarily 5 times, and then he said he would voluntarily do it, but he's doing it from his yacht via Zoom, where it's not sworn testimony. Which means he can say whatever he wants.
Man, MC, a lawyer told him to do that, bro. A lawyer told him. His attorney told him to do that. That was good legal advice.
Of course.
You got that kind of money. You got a legal team behind you, bro. You ain't making moves by yourself, bro.
No, hold on. No, I want the people to look down at Zeus and see what he did. He threw his head back like, damn, I can't even defend it. But you need to, sir. This is your team. This is your team.
I can't.
That is your king who runs the castle.
You can't defend that shit. I'm sorry.
You can't defend it.
That's all in the past, though. That was the man scans.
No,
problem,
this is happening right now. Snyder just took the call. Snyder just took that call 2 weeks ago on his yacht out in the Mediterranean Sea. He's in the Mediterranean Sea.
They talking about old shit, man.
Zeus. He's not in the Atlantic.
You talking about Redskins problem?
Zeus. He's not in the Atlantic. He's not in the Pacific. He's in the Mediterranean. He's in the Mediterranean, sir. He's nowhere near the U.S.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Ain't got nothing to worry about.
That man on the run.
Yeah, he is. He on the run for real.
That man turned the car in San Diego to traveling like a motherfucker.
You might as well get in there, man, before they catch up with him. I ain't gonna lie to you because he could be sitting down for a minute.
Well, here's the thing.
He ain't gonna get no legal trouble.
He ain't gonna get no legal trouble. And all he did, honestly, was relax and then allow his wife to run operations. That's what he did. He transferred his power over to her temporarily.
You know that. Hey, MT, that's smart, bro. So if they take the ownership, they can't take the ownership from. I see what he's doing, man. My man, he playing chess, not checkers.
That man watching Ozark and get inspired.
Yeah,
exactly.
His wife is just the face of it. By the scene, she called him, yeah, we gotta make this move. Like, that's pretty much what was happening.
Man, Marty Snyder.
The man that actually called him out. The man that actually called him out got in more trouble than he did. And he gave up all the tea. The VC president or whatever it was.
Oh yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
he told snitch though he was about to get off the hook, and that nigga don't even got a job no more.
Nope. Look,
it got to be a fall guy, bro. It got to be a fall guy. In those type of situations, it's always a fall guy.
Thing. He wasn't always a fall guy. He was like the extra in the room.
Yeah, he was. He was a sacrificial lamb to keep the thing going, keep the ship going. That's all it was, bro.
He wasn't that's the thing. He wasn't the sacrifice. He was actually trying to be the good Samaritan, the stand by, like, oh yeah, when they was calling these girls in the room having these parties, I was like, oh, I don't know. And I excused myself from the room, and then everybody was telling me it was perfectly fine. So, I may indulged in one or two parties, but after I found out that, they was doing X, Y, and Z from such and such Snyder, and I'm like, oh, dang, this nigga giving names and all that, dates and all that. And I'm like, oh, but he got more backflash than Ben.
Of course.
That nigga lost his job because of that shit.
Exactly. Exactly. And Zeus, and just to support what you just said, can anybody tell me what Brian Flores' role now? Remember, he wanted to be a head coach. Can anybody tell me what he is?
He's a special defensive head coach of the Steelers.
Yeah, he's like
I don't know. I don't know if he worked with DBs, linebackers, or something.
Exactly. Basically, you won't see him. You won't see him. All right? You won't see him. He ain't going to be in the press box. He won't be out on the field. He's there at the practice facility, and that's it.
He get a check.
He the head coach of the practice squad.
Exactly. That's exactly what he is. He did all of that hooping and hollering to be like the special defensive assistant for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I think he probably would have got a head coach job if it wasn't for the lawsuit problem. Because the owners stick together. Owners stick together, even though
of course they do.
They agree to disagree with the person.
Yeah, of course. Of course they do. Of course they do.
Yeah, that's true Illuminati for real.
It is, but oh, absolutely. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man, it's hilarious. When they said Flores, it had some validity, but it seemed like Stephen Ross said in a joking manner. I said, boy, the NFL, they gotta stop this shit. They gotta stop it. Did you kill him? Man, I was laughing, man, when I pulled the trigger, man. I ain't really mean for the bullet to come out the gun and hit him and strike him and you know what I'm saying, kill him. Y'all know that.
They off they tank shit.
Yep.
Well, if you try it 2 times, it ain't gay.
Exactly.
They
hit your man. No, they hit your man with the baby at the Walmart. Yeah, I shot him, but you know what I'm saying. I ain't mean to kill him.
Exactly.
We shot him, but I mean,
exactly. We wasn't trying to actually kill him.
You shot him in the head. Oh, I wasn't aiming for it.
We weren't aiming for the head. He just leaned the bullet at the angle in his head.
Exactly. Exactly. I may or may not have told him, you know what I'm saying, to, to run the ball more than passing. I may have told him that. I'm not 100% sure. Even though we working with a 4th-string running back, I may have told him to run the ball more. I'm not 100% sure though.
We already knew, like, when he was his claim, we already knew NFL teams tank. A lot of teams tank, bro. You just can't make it obviously that you're tanking. You just can't make it obvious. Yeah. Owners like, yeah, man, go ahead and bench so and so. We just make up something. He ankle injury. He got a day off or something. Give him a free day off. Like, what?
Oh, and they said that was a part of the event. They said it was players that weren't really listed on the injury report that were given that were held out of games on purpose.
Yeah.
They were paid, obviously. They received their full game check. Hey, nah, man, don't do that. Don't do that. Kawhi actually got hurt. Don't do that.
Shots fired. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now he had mental health days and stuff like that. He had to work on his knee.
Yeah, they
needed special treatment days. Yeah, man.
Yeah. But nah, man. But all right, man. Let's go ahead and stay on the legal side of things. Brittany Griner, Mr. Jones. Let's go ahead and throw that on up there. So OBG, she was sentenced to 9 years.
OBG, my bad.
Hey, for a second, I was like, "We talking about BG?" I'm like, "Okay." I was like, he got a murder case. Last time I heard, he only got a body. Then he caught a body. I was like, "Damn, bro."
Go forward.
This ain't a joking matter, though. I had to make light of the situation.
We just make it light of the situation, man. Sometimes you gotta do that, man.
Exactly. Nah, man. So 9 years. She was sentenced to 9 years in prison by the Russian courts. And obviously that has the people in an outrage right now. Brittany Griner. So she is away for 9 years, y'all. That's right, 9. So how do y'all feel about it? Do y'all think that it was a fair sentence? What do you think?
Can we get out to the Dumbass of the Year award? Can we give it to her?
Why, Tay?
Go ahead, say it with your chest, man.
No, I'm gonna say it. It's her dumbass fault why she's in this predicament.
I agree.
No,
you can't bring. Say we live in an era where you can't put accountability on anybody nowadays.
Nah, you can because she did make. Nope. She did make a statement and said she's the type of person that owns up to her mistakes. And that's why she pled guilty because she
bro. It's what the media doing. She's on Time Magazine like she MLK or some shit, bro.
Yeah, or Harriet Tubman.
Son.
Like,
come on, like Harriet Tubman. Are you really serious right now? Come on, bro. Did you see that? Let me see if I can find the Time. Don't make me pull up the Time Magazine cover. They got her like in slave get up, like she like free Brittany Griner. Like you're a runaway slave or something?
Am I supposed to feel sorry for her? Fuck no. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna feel sorry for her.
I feel sorry for her, but
she did the shit.
We don't know Russian law. That's why I tell people when you travel, you need to understand the laws. A lot of police.
I have literally looked that shit up, and yes, the shit is illegal in Russia.
Well, a lot of stuff is legal in America. Abroad is illegal.
I was about to say, and I think from what I read
long ago.
Go ahead.
Somebody had the same charge, more weed and everything, and got released less than 2 months.
Well, hold on. You got to bring context. That was 2019.
You need very important context out there. What is Russia and USA beefing right now? Are we on good terms right now?
No. Back in 2019, you got
to bring context. You can't just say that out willy-nilly.
And it's one of their own on top of that. It's not like it's American. She's Russian. Then on top of that, Brittany Griner is a public figure, which they can use as leverage to get something out of America. You got to. It's a multifaceted issue. It's not just one. It's just like not one issue.
I already know who they asking for.
Yeah, the arms dude.
Yeah, they can't let that dude out. But that dude, he's not a saint. He doesn't pray every night. And, you know what I mean? Go to church every Sunday.
Yeah, and here's another thing too. In 2019, let's be real, the orange guy was in office. Him and Russia was cool. So even if it was an American, it would have been easy for Trump to pick up that cell phone. Hey, what you need, Putin? But I need that person back. It's too much going on right now, and I need to look good. Okay, cool. Biden is going about it all wrong. I'm demanding the release. Joe Biden, who are you?
Nah, he can't do that. Nah, because they got all those sanctions on them. They got all those sanctions. Russia not giving up. They not budging.
Exactly. I'm gonna tell you who Joe Biden is to Russia. Joe Biden is to Russia who that old black man was in New Jack City to CMB. Okay, he sat up there trying to put his hands on Nino. They snatched him up, put him in a little arm bar, told him, "Sit your ass down, old man." Nino, let me do this fool right now.
Got his ass at the end though.
He did. He ultimately won at the end. He did. Idolater. See you in hell.
But yeah, I mean, but for me, it's like I'm tired of the fucking. I'm tired of the fuckery. I'm tired of people picking and choosing of the who they going to defend, who they not going to defend.
Exactly.
Like, come on, son. She did the shit straight up for herself. She got caught at an airport in another country with weed on her. What the fuck does that deserve?
But tell you, was this her first time playing in Russia?
No, that's the funny thing.
That's the thing. Thanks for proving my point, guys. She probably already knew. Thanks for proving my point. She knew.
Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I thought to say she did it. I think they said she did it for like the past 5 years or something that she played over there.
Yeah, she played 5 years. Yes,
that's what I'm saying. 5. Here's the thing. Your first year to, when you first move, if you move out of state or something like that or move abroad, your first year to, okay, you getting a lot. After about 5 years, bro, you pretty much know the laws and everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like even being up here, I know that in Pennsylvania, all you need is a state ID to go and purchase a handgun. Now, you're not able to conceal and carry it unless you have a permit, but you can purchase it and keep it at your house. Mm-hmm. In New Jersey, you have to go through the proper channels and get all the permits and stuff before you can actually purchase it, unless it's a long gun, shotgun or something like that. But for a handgun, or shotgun or rifle. But in PA, yes, you're able to purchase a handgun without a concealed carry permit. You don't need it.
Yeah, I'm about to go up here. I'm about to make a trip.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of those states. And honestly, and it is an open carry state, but right now, because we're in because of monkeypox, the national emergency or whatever it is, state of emergency, we can't, it can't be open carry right now because of that.
Because of monkeypox. So like you walk around with a weapon is spreading monkeypox. Is that what we? Is that the logic behind it? I'm trying to follow the logic. It doesn't make sense.
I mean, right, it's a state of emergency. It ain't gonna be the ones like you think you gonna get.
I was about to say that. Well, you know what it is right now because everybody's in a panic. That's just like during COVID, you weren't able to do it. So I think it's because everybody's already on edge. It's gonna make people even more.
Man, we went to COVID to monkeypox, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Why they named it monkeypox? Why they couldn't name it like giraffe or elephant pox? They went straight to monkeypox. Monkeypox sounds like some end of the world.
And then in New York, it's 1,100 cases of polio right now that's going around.
Niggas are still. How you catching polio? That's like polio is like something from like the 30s, the Great Depression. I'm watching. I'm like, what is it?
That's Boardwalk Empire type shit.
Yeah, it really is.
Polio? How you catching polio in 20? They got. That's one of the vaccinations you gotta take before you go to school.
It is. It is. I don't understand.
A lot of people was lying on the paperwork, I guess.
Exactly.
Nah, I guess polio, that gotta be like maybe immigrants coming in to New York, I guess, and not getting all their shots. That's what it sounds like. Because it's impossible nowadays. Certain diseases, like if you catch, it's really your fault. I hate to say it like that. It's really your fault.
Like smallpox.
Yeah, they got a vaccine for that. I don't know. I think you have to take the smallpox.
I was about to say,
you got to.
Yeah, and they said that as long as you had the vaccine for chickenpox, they said so. 2 things: as long as you had the chickenpox vaccine when you was younger, and you had chickenpox before, your chances of getting monkeypox are like slim to none. Like you would literally have to do. I had it too. That's what I'm saying. So like you would literally have to have you basically have to do damn near rug burning with somebody who had monkeypox in order for you to catch it.
Yeah. All right. So look, speaking of that shit, I ain't even gonna lie to you. So correct me if I'm wrong, since we talk about monkeypox and shit, right?
Okay.
Oh, where we going with it?
You know, I was reading the joint, right? So I was telling somebody, I was like, yeah, man, monkeypox is basically for dirty people, right? And I ain't talking about like just dirty, but like dirty people that like to sleep with any and everybody. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, dang on well, this person out here bumpy as hell, but you still want to fix him. You want to fucking dig up at him. You know what I'm saying? Or, a chick, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Man got bumps all over his neck and arms, but you still want to bop him off. Now,
because monkeypox, you don't see monkeypox until like a week after you get it. It's not like Like you instantly get like.
But even with that being instilled, right? They're still trying to do research. The CDC, and this is just the word from word and what they said, and this has been updated since the 29th, and the only new information that came out is on the 3rd. They still don't know it's actually transferred by bodily fluids. You know what I'm saying? Actually through semen or anything else. It's literally physical contact and by lesions if you use that, and it has to be used like vigorously. Now, somebody dumbass was like, "Oh, you can get it for money," and I was just like,
"No,
so
you
what
can't.
the fuck are you doing? You rubbing money in your hands like this?
You had to be rubbing your whole body with dollar bills on purpose, like you trying to wash the germs off or something.
It was on the surface for about 3 days, and I said, "Yeah, where did you get this information?" And then, mind you, I ain't even get to finish. I was like, "Yeah, it's for dirty people." And it was like, "Nah, it ain't for dirty people. You can get it for money." I was like, "Where did you get this information from?" I called the CDC. So I said, "All right, well, let me go ahead and Google it for you real quick. Let's go to the CDC page." I ain't even gonna lie, because I was 2 minutes away about to call their ass and figure out who the fuck was right. I understand.
Damn, my man put out the lifeline to solve a debate, bro. That's serious right there, bro.
Nah, because I hate when people cut me off without letting me finish, yeah. And then be wrong.
Yeah.
Then lie
hit the Isley brother, call him up.
Nah, seriously. So, to keep this clear, if anything, myself don't have shit to worry about monkeypox. I ain't got no time to be bumping up against nobody anyway like that. And especially somebody I don't know that's actually just out here just randomly got bumpy bumps for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
Most of the time they say you'll get monkeypox from having sex. Most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the cases that's where it came from. Casual sex.
And I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get canceled. But where it started from, we already know.
Oh, man, don't bring back the 80s. Don't bring back the 80s.
It is
I'm not bringing the 80s.
You're taking it back to the 80s, bringing it back to the 80s and the 80s, bro.
Yeah, you about to do that whole outbreak 1994.
No, when the outbreak started, they were saying where it came from. It was from two species having sexual encounters.
What kind of species?
Two species of the same sex. And I'm not going to say which one. And it doesn't matter.
You can just say the alphabet community, bro. You can keep it. No. You can say something like that.
Because it's a specific group with those people. Because I'm not going to throw the wrong group out there, but I want everybody to do your own research and just make sure where it came or where the studies started coming from, and then when it expanded. Because even the CDC says it's per se it's not from that, but it did stem from that.
All right, and I'm gonna say this too for the ones that have stepped up and said that they had it that I've seen. It could be,
Don't say it, MT. Don't say it. I know. Let's keep this stream up, guys.
Let me go ahead and do this move right here. Let me go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm not in it. I'm not. I don't know what you. I don't recall.
You might want to, just saying, just make sure you check the whole facts. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
It makes it seem like you can catch monkeypox for like sitting in a stranger chair or something like the way they.
Yeah, but how about this? How about we just make this whole thing simple and just wash your ass? How about that?
Yeah. That's not even it though.
That won't solve the problem, Tay. If you got it in your skin,
that won't solve it. It's literally. It's like
no. I'm just saying that.
So what you telling them using Dove soap for men? Get rid of monkeypox? That's good.
No, just.
Are they a sponsor?
Because there's some dirty motherfuckers in this goddamn world.
You can literally dap a person up. You can literally dap a person up and not catch monkeypox. Like you can literally, hey, what's up?
It had to be like rigorous. It got to be rigorous skin contact. It can't just be like I dapped you up or like we shook hands. It's not that bad. They said it's not that contagious.
Yeah, but come on, sir. Still wash your ass.
Most people get it from being intimate. They said most of the time it's from someone being intimate with someone.
Yeah, but we
just want to keep it on that scale.
It shouldn't took a disease for everybody to all of a sudden now they want to wash their goddamn hands. Like, come on, son.
Exactly.
Come on.
It's basically a light version of herpes.
Now that I did hear.
It's like it's like that and combination. I think that
like
and chicken
herpes
pox
that go away.
Mixed with chicken pox. Yeah, it's like chicken pox mixed with herpes, like that type of hybrid.
Yeah, call it chirpy.
Yeah, I got that.
Or herpox.
Herpox, I like it.
Turpox, man. Come on, bro. I don't think that's not marketable like monkeypox. Monkeypox is very marketable. That can scare you. Like, oh damn, you got monkeypox? God damn.
I know.
Well, I gotta be a monkey though.
Got that monkey.
I'm about to say monkeys though, like
monkey, because I think it started in West Africa, if I'm not mistaken.
Because they said you Negroes is out here being nasty. That's what they said.
Yeah, it was in West. I think it was. I'm not sure, but it was
West Africa. I can't remember the country.
And it's the second one because they had 2 strands at the time. And I want to say that was actually of a Spanish descent location, if I'm not mistaken.
If I'm not mistaken, the outside of Africa, the first case was in Europe. If I'm not mistaken, like UK. If I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. One thing about the UK. Everybody enjoys a good fag over there, all right?
What?
That's the cigarettes. They call it.
It's a cigarette. It's a cigarette, but bring contacts. Next thing you know, you can't say it. You don't want it. Y'all y'all get on YouTube jail. I'm just gonna let you guys know it was MT fault. No, put money on your books, MT. We're not bailing you out.
No, that was a great explanation.
No, that's what they call cigarettes. So,
that's what they call cigarettes.
Yeah. Anybody else want to comment on this Britney Grindr shit outside of?
Oh man, so Tay, you're not gonna do a free Britney Grindr, Riley? You're not gonna partake in that? You ain't gonna walk around with a free Britney Grindr shirt? You really not gonna do that, bro? You ain't gonna support the community?
See the studs put on.
Exactly. Hey, I saw the studs. I saw the studs put on. I saw
that thing.
They was in that thing studding. Okay.
I'd rather see.
But the funny part is Brittany Griner getting talk about more than the WNBA. That's the funny part.
Hey, that's true. She might bring some revenue to the WNBA.
Ain't nobody gonna watch it.
Ain't nobody watching that shit. Ain't nobody watching that shit. But
I'm gonna tell you right now, though, it's one lady that I do enjoy watching. She plays for the Las Vegas Aces. I forgot her name.
Angel Wilson.
Yeah, she's fire.
She's fire. She's out there. Yeah. She's fire, bro. She can hoop. She is a hooper.
Yeah.
Hooper.
Yeah, but nobody gives a fuck about that shit. I'm sorry.
Nobody cares.
Just like nobody gives a fuck about Brittany Griner. Just nobody don't give a fuck. Nobody don't give a fuck.
A lot of people didn't even know who she was before she got locked up.
Exactly. Like, yeah. Come on. And let's not forget. I mean, it would have been better for her to be over here when everybody knows she's a woman beater. I mean, neither did the same.
Oh man. Tay, don't bring that up. Exactly. Tay, you got to bring context. That wasn't a woman beater. Her significant other just lost a one-on-one fight. That's all that happened. But I'm joking, guys. I'm just joking. Hey, if y'all get YouTube jail, I apologize in advance. But
she lost the fight.
She's lost the one-on-one part.
Hey, all I can say is, hey, based off her case, man, she should sign for WWE. I'm just saying. But it's just
Yeah. Hey, listen, man. Triple H is back. You know what I'm saying? It's the toxic work environment is gone. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got to worry about doing nothing extra. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got to do nothing extra.
You saying because Vince McMahon?
Yeah. Oh, nasty Vince. But I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I showed y'all that video on the group text.
Nah, it's not gonna be it's not gonna be Brittany though. It's gonna be his wife. He's going to be trying to touch.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because he did have a little thing for some sisters back in the day.
He did. Jacqueline. Love Jacqueline. Boy, he loved Jacqueline.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, y'all wrong, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, nobody. No, man, fuck that. Nobody will care about that shit. I'm sorry. Nobody will care about that shit.
But all right, man. Let's go ahead. As we narrow down to the season, man, we getting into, I guess, the nitty gritty, man, and the tougher divisions. And right now it's time to get tough with our selection. So we are going to do the NFC West, arguably the best division in the NFC conference, home division of the reigning Super Bowl champion, LA Rams. And so we'll get it started, Josh. We'll go from 4 to 1. So I want to know what's y'all worst all the way up to number 1 and who's going to win it. So at number 4, Josh, who you got?
From number 4, Seattle is the worst team in the division.
No brainer.
Geno Smith might be the starter. Come on, son. I mean, yeah, it got to be Seattle number 4. And you want me to keep going?
Yeah.
Or you going around table? Number 3, I'm gonna have the Cardinals at number 3.
Okay. Cardinals at number 3. Okay.
And number 2, I'm gonna go with the 49ers. Number 1, I'm gonna stick with the Rams. I think the Rams are still. It's between. Technically, you can make an argument for the 49ers. We don't know what Trey Lance going to do, so he's like the wild card factor because he might do good, maybe not. So I'm not gonna put all that pressure on Trey Lance. So I'm gonna give the slight edge to the Rams.
Okay. Did they trade Jimmy already? Where Jimmy at now?
Nah, Jimmy at home.
He's on the roster. Yeah, I'm about to say Jimmy at home, but he's recovering from his surgery too.
I don't think he haven't thrown the ball or something like that. They reported something like that because his injuries or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, because of the surgery that he had. He hasn't been able to throw the football. That's another reason why they weren't able to deal him as quickly as they wanted to, because teams was like, well, we need to see how he's going to be after the surgery, and can he pass a physical?
That's true.
So that's with that. Go ahead, Tay. What you got? You got the same thing?
Yeah, I really much had the same thing. Seattle number 4, number 3 is the independent study Cardinals. Number 2 is the number 2 will be the 49ers. Number 1 will be the Rams.
Yeah, you don't believe in Geno Smith raising the Seahawks? Post Russell Wilson?
Like, I believe Brittany Griner beating her.
I'm
about to say I got a better chance of Brittany Griner being at home before Geno Smith won the goddamn.
Damn, you messed up, bro. Why you gonna throw it? You can't keep
it. She'll come home.
Exactly. She'll come home. I don't think she's gonna do the 4
in 9 years.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna do the. She'll come home
make it
before
home.
9 years.
In 9 years, yeah, she'll make it home. We'll see the 30 for 30. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm. All right, Mr. Jones, who you got?
Really, everybody should have the fucking same thing.
All right,
you can make an argument. You can make an argument for the 49ers, though. You can make an argument for the 49ers.
Well, I'm about to tell y'all. I'm about to tell y'all.
What would be the argument, though?
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. So at number 4, yes, I believe we're all deadlocked at the Seattle Seahawks. But are y'all ready for this? At number 3, I actually have the LA Rams falling to number 3 in the division. Now, hold on. Now, let me say this. Even though they're going to be number 3 in the division, I still believe that they will make the playoffs at about 9-8 or 10-7. And I'm going to tell you why. So what people aren't talking about, and they're kind of able to hide over there in LA, is what's his name? Sean McVay equated Matthew Stafford's elbow injury, because he had to get surgery on his elbow, to a pitcher getting Tommy John surgery. For all my baseball fans that know, when a pitcher gets Tommy John, they're never the same. And they said that his days where Stafford goes out to practice and he has inflammation in his elbow. So you're telling me that in a division where you got the 49ers defense, you got a good Cardinals defense, somebody hits Stafford and messes up that elbow and he has to miss a couple weeks. I'm going to ask you all right now, for everybody who's questioning me putting the Rams at number 3, who's Stafford's backup in LA right now? Cricket.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm about to say they have one of the best minds that they just motherfucking put together. So it's like him getting hurt would be a waste of money.
He said John Witherspoon?
No, John Warford is his name. John Warford or something like that. That's his backup. So if you're telling me that guy can go out there and win games, I don't believe it. Cam Akers, we saw him single-handedly almost hand the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that divisional game in the playoffs. What saved them was Cooper Kupp and Levante David not going on a blitz. That's what saved the Rams. So you have an inconsistent running game, and then you have a quarterback who has an ailment in his elbow. And let's just be honest, we've seen it time and time again. Teams that have won the Super Bowl, it's sort of that fall off the next year. It just is. It's a fall off. So I have them finishing still, because the NFC is such a weak conference. I have them finishing around 9-8 or 10-7. Now, number 2 in the division, I'm actually going to go with the 49ers. Main thing is Trey Lance. We need to see what he's going to be. If he's going to be more Kaepernick than he is going to be Steve Young, the 49ers aren't going to be that successful. But what I do trust is that Kyle Shanahan is able to continue to confer with his father, Mike Shanahan, and they put together one of the best running game plans that we have ever seen. Honestly, as a team, not an individual rusher, but as a team, I can see the San Francisco 49ers lead the league in rushing this season. That's what I can see. Plus, they have a good defense as well. But they lost a couple pieces on defense. I know they lost D4. And then number one, I think that this is one of those years where the Cardinals won't have that late season collapse. Remember, they have Marquise Brown to fill in for D-Hop. And then once D-Hop is back from his suspension, I think that'll be a nice 1-2 combination. Plus, you got Zach Ertz there. Plus, you got John Connor, who was able to play out of his mind.
And A.J.
Cardinals
Green.
And A.J. Green. Yep. And
they have a nice wide receiving core.
They do. And so I just think that now I think this is a put up or shut up year for the Cardinals. And like I told you, the last 2 seasons, the Super Bowl, honestly, the Super Bowl winner has come from, the team that's hosting it. So I think they'll try to make it appear that way this year. I don't see the Cardinals going to the Super Bowl, but I see them having a good season. And I see them winning the NFC West by 1 game. I can see them winning.
They better do something. And I know Kyler Murray got something to go ahead and stand up for, especially with them basically saying that he's like a baby Cam Newton, like he ain't taking the game serious and not studying film and all that.
Yep.
So like they actually I heard about the cost that they put in his contract that he had a mandatory study film for 4 hours.
They later removed it.
Yeah.
I know
they removed it,
but still, though, that's disrespectful as hell. Like
it ain't disrespectful when they know when you're in the room with them every day and they see you not doing the shit. It's not disrespectful.
No, it's still disrespectful because basically what you're doing is you're saying that, hey, I'm not doing my job. That's basically what you're telling them.
And in the last 2 years, it showed he has not been doing his job.
So why give him that money then?
They had no choice. Who else are they going to get?
He had all the leverage, bro.
That's pretty quarterback.
You going to wait 2 years to get Caleb? Like who you going to get?
Nah, you can't. He had all the leverage, bro. They lose Kyler Murray. They had what 3 to 5 win team.
They are like 2, 3.
Yeah. They back in the top 5 draft pick category. Yeah. That's pretty much it.
So they had no choice.
They are. Yeah. So this is the year. This is the year that I believe that they won't have that late because the last 2 seasons they've had late, collapses and everything. I don't believe that this will be the year that happens. So I'm going to take the Cardinals to win the division.
It's going to happen again. The Cardinals going to be a first-round playoff team.
Yeah.
They're a first-round playoff team at best. That's what they got. They're going to make the playoffs. I see them making the playoffs, but I don't see them winning the division. I'm going to give it to either the Rams or the 49ers.
And then
Rams are just not going to do it. I'm going to tell you right now.
You're sleeping on the 49ers. I think the 49ers could win the division.
49ers,
they got a good run offense and good defense. They may not be the most exciting team out of the division, but the 49ers could win the division.
Yeah, I can see
them winning. You can make an argument for the 49ers. Yeah.
You can, but I'm going to tell you right now, the Rams are not going to win it.
Yeah, but over the weekend, that's probably the fastest I've ever seen Marquise Brown, ran in forever was this past weekend.
Yeah.
he damn sure wasn't doing that in Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Next thing though, what was it, 130 and a 65? Like some bullshit like that.
Basically. But like I said, Rams, it's just a lot of stuff going up against them. And it's like now, like I said, Stafford's elbow injury, that is going to be.
They got him on management. They're going to keep him healthy by the season. He's just not going to play during a preseason.
Yeah.
Probably.
But like I said, but here's the thing. But and I get that, but what I'm telling you is, in a division with Joey Bosa, and let's give the NFC credit, even though offensively they can't compete with the AFC, defensively NFC, they got some damn good defenses. You got Tampa there, you got Arizona, you have the 49ers, you have the Saints defense. They've beefed up over the summer.
The
else?
Eagles defense is good.
Yeah, you got Eagles defense that's good. Yeah, you got Cowboys front seven.
Cowboy defense is okay. Cowboy defense is up there too.
Yeah, Washington's defense is okay. It's decent. They got some players there.
Little overrated defense, but
overrated.
They
little
overrated. But they still good defense. Though. Shots fired. Yeah.
Yeah, who else? NFC North. Who is it? Green
Bay.
They beefed up their defense. No, Green Bay beefed up their defense.
No, Green Bay got good defense. Green Bay got.
Yeah, Green Bay. They definitely beefed up their defense. That's about the only team I can see. But yeah, so you have those, and my thing is, all it takes is for somebody to come around that edge and drive their helmet into that throwing arm of Stafford. And we talking about Stafford being out for 3 to 4 weeks,
at least.
At least. They drive that helmet and hit, and you know what I'm saying, do a strip sack, or
that's a big what if though. That's a big what if.
That's not that big of a what
if. That's not. I don't think that's probably gonna happen. Using a probability, it could happen, but I would say as of right now, they keep. I'm going to say the Rams can still win that division.
Here's the thing: they'll keep them on rest, but what I'm saying is, if you're telling me that somebody's not going to send a blitz in there and be able to hit Stafford coming around that strong side, and because we know Cam Akers can't block worth shit, so he misses a block and he gets hit in that elbow. We've seen it. Shit, Joe Burrow got hit like that, I want to say probably 10 times during the playoffs.
Yeah, so, but you put in a big if that's like but as of now, with the current situation, you can say the Rams still in the playoff.
But okay.
They can win the division. 49ers, I'm not doing the 49ers because Trey Lance is a wild card. He's a question mark. That's the only reason I didn't put the 49ers. So we have more proven ability with Trey Lance. I'd say the 49ers will win the division.
So think about it like this too, Josh. So you saying right now they resting him and everything, right? And they saying that he's still having inflammation in his elbow. What do you think is going to happen to that elbow when he's throwing 30 and 40 times a game?
They're going to save him for the season, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Coming off his surgery. That's what I'm saying. I think he'd be okay. I think they'd be okay to win the division. That's what I'm saying. What you saying? Your theory is it could happen, but I'm saying the Rams probably still gonna win the division.
Yeah, I don't see them winning the division. I just don't.
Okay, when it happens, we can get back to it. I don't know about the Cardinals winning.
I can't trust Kyler Murray. I'm sorry. Not especially.
Kyler Murray's a good first half. He's a good first half quarterback. Second half,
he got the money for the reason. He got the money for a reason.
Because they had
he got the money to do the same thing.
Yeah. Like I said, if you like I said, Cardinals, I get that they're a toss up, but to me, it's either Cardinals or the 49ers that's going to win that division, because I just think that we're witnessing Kaepernick 2.0. And you got somebody who has legs under him. And so just like Kaepernick did. And so when you sit up there and you keep seeing that option, you know what I'm saying? They keep running the option where, hey, I'm going to hand it to Debo. Hey, I can hand it to the running back, or I can take off with it myself. That's going to be too much for teams to contain during the regular season. And guys are not going to want to chase Trey Lance and them around. So like I said, I got the 49ers. They probably going to win about 12 games this season. So 12 may be enough to go ahead and get them a division win. But the Rams, I'm telling you right now, the Rams, they'll win 11 games at best. Honestly, I got them winning 9.
Okay.
I got them in 9 and 8. And like I said, even though he's resting now, the fact that they're saying that inflammation is still random and he's barely practicing, when you ask him then to practice and then go out in a game where he's not wearing a red jersey, he's free game. So that means the safety, the DB, the linebacker, you get back there, you hit his ass. He falls down, breaking his fall on his elbow. Come on now. We see quarterbacks fall like that too plenty of times, where they use their elbow to break their fall. He's out 3 or 4 weeks. What are the Rams going to do for 3 or 4 weeks? John Warford?
They can find somebody to fill in. Easy. That offense is easy. That offense is easy.
Hey, Matthew Stafford, a very durable QB, by the way.
Yeah, he is. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, he is. I was going to say that. Career-wise, he never took too many injuries. Career-wise,
yeah. The man played with a broken shoulder. Literally, he played with a broken shoulder. The next week, so he did. He could do it. He can play.
He can do it. He is. I'm not saying that he can't, But all I'm saying is you asking somebody to go out there, elbow inflammation, week in and week out, and produce. It's a recipe for disaster come playoff time. Regular season, you could get away with it. Playoff time, you're not going to be able to get away with it.
Shoot, by playoff time, it might be healed.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Prayerfully it is. But if it's not, then what? You'll be one and done. Or they might get to the divisional round and then get put out.
How many teams y'all got making the playoffs?
The amount of teams that they say it is, 7 on each side.
Yeah, what is it, like 8? Something like that.
Come on, the
That's
NFC
that
West.
question, yeah.
The NFC West.
Oh, the NFC West, I got 3 teams making the playoffs. I still have it like it was last year. I still have Cardinals, Rams, and 49ers all making the playoffs.
I got 2.
I got 3.
3? Yeah, three could come out the NFC.
Yeah.
See West, yeah.
NFC
the same
West,
3,
yeah.
the same 3. It'd be the same 3.
Yeah, I got the same 3.
None of y'all believe in Seattle, man? None of y'all believe in Geno Smith?
Come on now.
Redemption story. He went from the Jets, you know what I mean, to a backup. Now he back starting, making the playoff. That'd be a good story for the NFL.
It would be wild as hell if that man started beasting over there too.
Yeah. I was about to say I got 3, and then I have 1 coming out of NFC North, of course. No, actually 2 coming out of NFC North. I got 1 coming out of NFC South, and then that last spot. Come
on, man! You giving too much information, man. We still got what's coming up, man.
I know.
Well, 2 of those divisions we already know who won, so we probably shouldn't even discuss those. Truthfully,
Okay.
we should just go NFC West, NFC East, and call it a day. Like, don't even talk about the North or the South. We already know who won in those divisions.
I mean, I was about to say, well, we already talked about the North and the South. We already talked about those. Y'all wasn't there for the NFC North.
Oh man, but you sleeping though. The Vikings.
Y'all
sleeping on the Vikings though. You sleeping on the Vikings.
I ain't sleeping on the Vikings. That's who I have making the playoffs. I got the Vikings.
I got the Vikings. Mike can sneak in there. Say, I don't know about that. The Vikings might can sneak in there, bro. And then,
no.
Yeah.
No.
You don't see the Vikings doing it?
No.
You do know the Vikings' majority of their losses were about 1 point. You do know that, right?
Yeah,
look at it.
Yeah,
but I think they led the league in like 3 points of fewer losses.
Yeah. The Vikings actually should have probably made the playoffs.
I'm about to say, let's not forget who had the lead in those fourth quarters when they lost them games.
All right, Tay. Calvin Cook was out for a few weeks. I don't know, Tay. I think the Vikings I think the Vikings might can get the playoff start this year.
Yeah, but
I think they might
always missing games. Dalvin Cook is not the reason why they lost those 2.
We gotta see how Aaron Rodgers do without Devontae Adams. There's a lot of factors you got factor in.
Aaron Rodgers will be okay.
Yeah. No, he'd be okay, but I mean, he'd be okay.
Yeah,
I think the Vikings are right there. I think the Vikings are right there with the Packers.
Exactly, and I wouldn't be surprised if it comes. So here's the thing: they've done 3 straight years where I think they've won. What was it, 13 or more games? That's not going to continue this year. It ain't happening 4 times in a row. It's not.
Not no 13 game. Hell no. They ridiculous this year. So.
Exactly. So to be honest with you, Aaron Rodgers needs to learn how to trust his young receivers, which I don't see him doing. Packers are going to struggle this season. Watch, and you may see Aaron Rodgers. Honestly, we may see Aaron Rodgers have a Drew Brees type season where it's like, bruh, he don't even make it past the wild card, and then he just be like, all right, I'm about to just hang this shit up.
Nah, they still going to probably have one of the best records in the NFC. Stay away from home. They might get the home field advantage. They've been doing it for like 2 years straight, bro. Here's
the thing. That
they division because they division is weak, bro. Outside of the Vikings. I get that.
But that will require them to win 13 games for them to.
They can win 12 to 13, bro. They can win 12 to 13 games.
No, they can't. Not with that schedule this year. Pull up their schedule. We'll go over it right now.
Let me see what they probably can win. I can get them 12 wins.
I give them about 10. I give them 10.
The Packers.
I got them win about 10 games.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
10 games, you hating.
10 games?
I'm just telling you.
10 games? You been disrespectful now. 10 games?
Bruh, it's no Devontae, bruh.
They still can win at least 12 games.
And Bakhtiari isn't even healthy. David Bakhtiari isn't even 100% healthy. They just put him on
It's the Packers, bro. The Packers.
Okay, so they starting off with the Vikings week 1. That's a win.
They gonna lose. They gonna lose to the Vikings week 1. Go ahead.
Nah, they always beat the Vikings. So we're gonna say that's a win.
What you mean? They split with the Vikings last year. Hold on. Yeah, but hold on. They split with the Vikings last year. They split.
I'll make a friendly wager on week 1.
Okay, that's fine. We'll talk about it.
Week two, they got the Bears.
So
that's a win. That's a win.
Week 3 they got the Bucks. Week 3, that's probably gonna be
that's a loss. That's an L.
And they got the Patriots.
They can beat the Patriots.
They can beat the Patriots, but I think the Patriots might. I think the Patriots might.
I'll get a W to the Packers. They can beat the Patriots.
Hold on. Is it Lambeau? Are they in Lambeau or are they in New England?
They're at Green Bay.
So that's a win for them. They won that game.
Yeah, that's a win. I get that one.
Then you got the Daniel Jones Giants.
Yeah, that's a win. Next.
Nah, that's gonna be an upset. I actually got that big upset.
Whoa!
I'm making better than that one.
Now you trolling. You trolling now. You
trolling now. Now you definitely troll. And don't say that with a serious face. You got the Giants.
Come on,
even you like
NYG Giants like Jeremy Shockey beating the Packers. Are you serious right now, bro?
Absolutely, it could happen, bro. It's week 5, bro. It could happen. And in the beginning, here's the thing. In the beginning, this is what I'm going to tell y'all, and this is just a little better tip. The first 4 to 5 games. Hold on,
ask a 9, ask a 10, ask 11. What Stephen A said?
The first 5 weeks of the NFL season is usually when you see some of the craziest shit happen. That you would say, you know what? There's no way in hell that they should have won that game, but somehow it happened. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. And we'll leave it at that. But go ahead.
But they're not even in the country. That's the funny thing.
Okay. That's fine. So
it's an overseas game, too?
It's an overseas game.
Somebody always get their ass whooped overseas.
What are you talking about? When was the last time the Giants played overseas?
They don't get their ass whooped. Somebody always get their ass whooped when they play overseas every year. It's always a blowout overseas game.
It is. All right. So, if that's week 5, then they'll probably lose that one if it's not going to be in the country. Yeah. So, all right.
It's going to be like 45-16.
It probably is. All right. So they'll be 3-2. Okay, great. So 3-2.
Nah, I got 3-1 from the. I got 3-1 so far. The only team beating them so far is the Bucks.
The Bucks.
I got the Vikings.
The Bucks is the only team I've seen so far.
Hold on. Are they going to be in Minnesota or at Green Bay week 1?
They are going to be. They're going to be in Minnesota. They're
losing that game. They're losing that game. They lost last year in Minnesota.
They win that.
They lost last year. They lost last year, Mr. Jones.
They win that game. They win that game. Next, let's tell you the next. I think they play the Jets, so that's a win. They playing in Lambeau, so that's a win.
Yeah, that's a win. They definitely. So 4-2.
They got the Daniel Snyder Commanders.
5-2. 5-2. They'll beat the Commanders. Let's.
They beat the Commander. They beat the Commanders.
Yeah.
And they
got the game though.
They got the Buffalo Bills.
They probably
5-3. They gonna lose their Bills.
They gonna lose that game. They're not beating. They playing in Buffalo. Yeah, they not win that game. In October, they not winning that game. They're not winning that game.
Then they got the
That's a toss-up for me. But go ahead.
You think so? Bills Mafia, man. You sleeping on Bills Mafia?
No, that defense too crazy.
That defense, I don't know, bro.
Week 9 they got the Detroit Lions. That's a W.
That's a W.
Yeah. So 6-3.
Week 10 they got the good old Dallas Jerry Jones Cowboys.
They might lose that one.
That's a toss-up. That's a toss-up.
Yeah.
Are they playing in Lambeau or are they playing in Dallas?
They're at Lambeau.
Yeah, Packers. I get a slight edge to the Packers.
I'm gonna go Cowboys because that was like the last time we ever beat them was in Lambeau. So 6-4.
When's the last time I beat them in Lambeau?
It was like 2 seasons ago. That was like Zeke and them. I think it was either Zeke rookie season or that's when Zeke.
Was that the year y'all went 13-3 or something like that?
Yeah.
That
in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it was like 3 years ago. So 6-4.
Tennessee Titans on Thursday Night Football.
7-4. 7-4. They're gonna beat.
They can beat the Titans. They can beat the Titans.
You want to air that motherfucker out against the Titans?
Plus they got Ryan Tannehill. Sorry. No.
Yeah, so 7-4.
They got the Eagles week 12.
They might. Eagles may be rolling. Eagles may be rolling hot by then.
I might say the Eagles will win. I got the Eagles winning that game. I will throw a toss up. I think the Eagles will win. Yeah, I think the Eagles. I think the Eagles can win though.
Yeah, so 7-5. Go ahead.
On the East.
You got Chicago. You got Chicago week 13.
8-5. Go ahead.
They beat Chicago.
The bye week, and then off the bye week, they got the Rams.
8-6.
This is when they get crazy.
Lose to the Rams.
The Rams is when, the Rams.
Yeah.
Now this is when they get crazy. Then they got the Dolphins after that.
8-7 because the Dolphins. Go ahead.
Nah, they can beat the Dolphins. They can beat the Dolphins.
The Dolphins are gonna win.
You gotta lose it to the Dolphins,
bro. Why are you acting like the Dolphins are some shit? Have you not
MT
seen what they've done over the offseason?
MT is being very biased. They not beating the Dolphins.
We still got chemistry and all that shit. People gotta learn a new playbook.
Okay, and guess what?
Even though they got two solid running backs, they actually got
Nah. The Packers can beat the Dolphins. It's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be a close game.
And Mr. Jones,
by a field goal.
I don't know.
Hold on.
They in Miami.
I was about to say that. Not only that, and let me add to this. Since you said that, right? They still got to get chemistry and all that. Who does Aaron Rodgers have chemistry with right now for the Packers? Who? Valdez-Scantling. Who? Valdez-Scantling.
He's not even
there. He'll make it work.
Get the fuck out of here. All right, 8-7. Go ahead. 8-7. Go ahead.
This league got me as a 500.
I don't agree with I don't agree with your 8-7, but
I got
him like at 10. I got him like at 10 so far. I got him like at 10 wins so far. I got him at 10 wins so far.
8-7. Go ahead. Go ahead. After the Dolphins.
Then they got the Vikings on
9-7
at Lambeau, and then
all right. So 9-7. 10-7.
That's it. Detroit's their last.
Nah, they not
10-7.
I think they might. It's gonna be about 12. It's about 11-12.
They're not winning
11-12. I got 11-12.
11 games.
It's about 11
games.
It's about
at
11.
the most. 11 games at the
11-12.
Yeah, I say 11.
They're not winning 12.
They're gonna take a step back because they don't have Devontae. I give them like a 1 game difference, 1.5. So I want to say 11 games. They win 11 games this year.
I'll give you that.
You're a little too harsh over there. You're a little too harsh over there.
You're
being very biased.
Pretty decent receivers before.
Who did he lose that was better than Devontae Adams, Mr. Jones? Please educate me.
Nah, nobody better than Devontae, but I like Greg Jennings left. He wasn't garbage.
Let's not
he still had Jordy Nelson. Thank you.
Greg Jennison was good, bro, but Greg Jennison wasn't no Devontae Adams.
Nah, not at all.
I hate to say it like that.
I know, not at all.
Devontae is the best. He's the best talented receiver. That's probably
his best receiver yet. Is Devontae Adams. I can't think. Am I forgetting somebody? We're not forgetting.
No, that's it.
Yeah, I think Devontae Adams probably is the best wide receiver.
10-7, 11-6. They're not winning 12 games.
I want to say 11. They win 11 games. I see 11.
Yeah, I can see 11. That's fine. I give you 11. I could give you 11, but it won't be. It's nothing more than 11.
Because a lot of them was like 50-50. They probably split with the Vikings again. I can see them split again with the Vikings.
That's what I said. And week 1 is the perfect time.
I don't see them beating Tampa. I don't see them beating the Bills. The Dolphins is 50-50. I don't see them beating the Eagles either. I think the Eagles can win that. And Lincoln. I won't give the Eagles. I think. I would say 11. We're going to say 11.
Exactly. And I'm going to tell you right now, especially you got to look at where the Eagles might be at in the season. If it's for them to take control of the NFC East or something like that, that's definitely a game. At the link, they're going to come out inspired and playing crazy. You know they are. Like I said, Aaron Rodgers, I appreciate him. He's great, but it's getting to that point. It's time to retire. It's almost that time.
Okay.
And here's the thing. I'm going to tell you right now, honestly, I'm not going to go that far to say he'll have a LeBron year, like with the Lakers, like that first year. But what I will say is he'll be good enough to make the play-in, which will be probably wild card. And then depending on who he plays, if he plays the 49ers,
Oh no, they're gonna have a home game because that division. I'm sorry, that division. I can't trust Kirk Cousins for nothing to win.
I can trust the Vikings. I can trust the Vikings to win that division.
The Vikings only lost. I think majority 8 of their games they lost by like 1 point, bro.
Yeah, like, it was 3 points or less.
But the thing,
literally, that's why I say the Vikings. I think is going to be. That's why I say I think the Vikings might slip in there.
But
I don't think it's a clear cut that is the Packers division.
Yeah, but but in those 8 games, the Vikings had to be going into those games, and what happened?
They did. Exactly, and guess what? And a lot of times, and so here's the thing, and this is where I say we got to call a spade, and this is where sometimes I be agreeing with Josh. So when the Eagles was losing those type of games, or the Cowboys was losing those type of games, Doug Peterson got the blame. Mm-hmm. Jason Garrett got the blame. We got to put the blame on Mike Zimmerman. Yeah, Mike Zimmerman is the same. Mike Zimmer is the exact same. He is trash. His situational play calling is ass.
Especially on defense.
He's complete ass.
Terrible adjustment. He's terrible at adjustments too.
Exactly. He is ass. So with that being said, you got a new coach there who's gonna, who believes in Cousins and everything like that, believes in the team, wants to fire them up. I can see the Vikings getting over the hump and winning the division. But here's the thing. I don't care if the Packers have a home game in that wild card or not. If they're playing the Rams, if they're playing the 49ers, they're going home. The only team that's dumb enough to fuck it up is either going to be the Cardinals, but I'm looking for the Cardinals. They probably won't have the best record in the NFC. I think that'll go to the Bucks, but we'll talk about that later. Either the Cardinals or the Cowboys, the 2 seeds. Those 2 teams are dumb enough to fuck it up and lose, even though they're supposed to win. But if it's the Rams or the 49ers, your boy is going home in the first round in that wild card. Aaron Rodgers, he's going home. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's going home.
Well, we already already said that window closed for him, so it don't matter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's considered one of the greats. I don't know why.
Exactly. Oh yeah, he's great. I'll never take that away from him. He's great. One of the most efficient quarterbacks to ever do it. He's the first ballot Hall of Famer the moment he retires.
Yeah.
That's no ifs, ands,
that's not even an argument.
It's not an argument. It's not a question. It's just, unfortunately, he's just one of those guys. He's like a Drew Brees. When it comes to getting back to the big show, he just can't do it.
Exactly.
That's it. Can't stay out of his own way. So it is what it is. But all right, man, let's go to New Music Friday. New Music Friday. Talk about that. A few projects came out, but it was more so new tracks to me that I think stole the headlines. So since we're going to talk about tracks, let's talk about the one, I guess, the most viral one over the weekend. They remixed a song that I'm going to tell you right now had the clubs back then in the 80s. Boy, you wasn't sniffing coke right if you wasn't bumping this, okay? All right, Staying Alive, all right, by DJ Khaled, Drake, and Lil Baby. They did a collab. They basically redid the Staying Alive song. Dope video, too. Good concept by the video. Which I think of the song.
Typical Khaled shit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this. He stuck to his formula, bro. He stick to his formula. If it ain't broke, why fix it? He stick to it.
Exactly. Yeah. Catchy hook. Catchy hook. And honestly, they told Drake, you don't even need to do a verse on this, my brother. Just sing. That's it. Sing.
You know, Kylie always get those Drake throwaway songs on his album. For some reason, he always get a Drake throwaway song for some reason.
Always. But for whatever reason, you know him. He always promoting. That's one thing I give DJ Khaled his credit for. That dude is always promoting. Whether he ride in the back of his Maybach, he outside in a parking lot.
Actually, I like DJ Khaled more because I followed him on Snap. His Snapchat used to be lit, bro.
Yeah, but
he got popped off that Snapchat.
The keys.
The keys. They say I would never make it. Exactly. Like he always said.
Yeah. Yeah, but now everything is God did. You know what I'm saying? They
did,
didn't believe in us. God did. He be at restaurants and all that. He'd be like, hey, y'all. He'll grab some random fans and be like, hey, y'all. They didn't believe in us. They'd be like, God did. And then he got a bunch of people, man. Look, the funniest thing is when he went around the world, man. You know what I'm saying? You just had different people. God did.
Oh,
God
yeah.
God did. You know, all these different accents and all that. That shit was hilarious. But nah, I give it to him. It was a good track. But overall, I'm be honest with you, that's not even a song of the summer. You know what song I can actually see being played at cookouts, on the cruises, the boat cruises, like the little booze cruise. The song I could see is that John Legend and Saweetie. All she want to do is dance. Did y'all hear that?
I'm trying to think of what would you say the song of the summer was? The summer song this year.
Honestly, that's what
I can't think of one. I can't think of one. That's what I was gonna ask y'all that. I can't think of one.
Yeah.
Is this the year we don't have a summer song?
Nah, it's probably gonna be because going
Legend.
off of social media and like everything that's going on, like TikTok and all that, it's probably gonna be Johnny Cooks going off.
Jimmy Cooks
right now.
Okay.
No, I would actually put Sticky a little bit ahead of Jimmy Cook.
It's between the two, but them two are mostly on the most platforms right now. Is those two songs, Jimmy Cooks or Sticky, right now.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, of course, You Won't Break My Soul. Like, of course, that's going to be up there too. But
oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. But I'm just talking about if we stay even away from that whole little fake little party scene, I think the number one song, it's either gonna be Jimmy Cooks. I'm telling you, when this John Legend thing catches fire, that's all it needs to happen. Because like when I heard it, I was like, oh yeah, this is the one. I was like, this is it. Like to me, it's the vibe from it is very. How can I put it? It's almost like how Happy was with Pharrell. Like that's the vibe that I get from this song.
It does resemble Happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say. I get what you're saying.
It's one of those. So it's
Happy was a phenomenon.
Of course it was. But
they had like 24-hour versions of that song and everything.
But that's because of everything that happened with it. The Minions movie, all that kind of stuff. So if they could get this song to be in a popular Disney movie and then the kids jump on TikTok, bro, I'm telling you, bro, it's one of them ones. That's just me personally. I think that it's one of them ones. And it's one of those you don't mind playing it in front of anybody. You could play it for grandma and granddad. You could play it for the kids. Everything is no cursing. The original version is a clean version. You could just bump that whenever.
It's like he made it for a movie, though. If you think
exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's like what movie is coming out where we going to hear that? You know?
Yeah, because I feel like the Beyonce album is for Black Panther 2 for some weird reason. Like I got a feeling they're gonna play that shit like on Black Panther 2. I just got a weird feeling.
Did they have any songs for Black Panther 2 soundtrack already out? That's what I was going. I was like, I don't think so. Okay.
They ain't gonna release that just yet. You already know they ain't gonna release that.
You know how they release like one single?
Oh, you know what they did? No, so for Black Panther 2, I could have sworn I saw they did like a little EP and they dropped like 3 or 4
they did.
tracks.
Tim's No Woman No Cry was on that joint. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But that was just like the joints that's already been played throughout the
okay, gotcha.
But like an actual soundtrack, nothing from the actual soundtrack has been out yet.
Yeah, that's gonna be you right. That's for Beyonce.
Yeah, she killed that joint. I ain't gonna fake. She killed that No Woman No Cry joint. I ain't gonna fake. I was like, dang, I didn't think nobody could actually like do that record and actually sound just as good. She actually sounds just as good with that doing that record. Tim's is actually taking that shit over for the Caribbean. Yeah, the Caribbean like vibe.
Yeah.
I tell you, when I told you what that sample Future did, I said that was gonna be a hit song.
That was gonna be the hit song. Yeah.
I said it when I heard the song. I'm like, I can hear that on the radio. I can hear people playing that, like, making Instagram stories and stuff like that.
You're right, and I hated that song so much, and all the Instagram.
No, I like the original song. I like the original song better.
Yeah,
the original song is called Higher. I like that. That's why I was like, they sampled this one. Okay,
Gotcha. Yeah.
They literally all they did was took the one part of the song and kept replaying. That's literally all they did.
Yeah. I was like,
Gotcha.
Tim's is like that. Tim's is the more soulful. Remember the chick from Sean Paul, I'm Still in Love with You? Remember when she had that one album? She's her, but with more soul. That's literally who Tim's is.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm still not a fan of that Drake and Future and Tim song, but at the end of the day, that's all you see on.
You don't like that? Nah, that joint go, bro. That's a good song, bro. It grew on me. When I first heard it, I was like, oh, I like the hook.
Of course,
actually,
it grew on you.
Actually, like the hook and chorus better than their verses, but we ain't gonna say nothing. But yeah.
Exactly.
They pretty much said the same. They pretty much said the same thing.
Yeah.
Of course, here's the thing. Exactly. Of course, you like the hook and the chorus. Every time you go into one of these IG baddie stories. They playing that, just got out the gym, and they do their little angle and all that other stuff, and all they do all of that.
Shit, they got that chick a damn record deal off of goddamn her song, Fuck Nigga Free joint. Like she got a record deal off that joint.
Hey, bro,
Glorilla.
Yeah, Glorilla.
Yeah, when I first heard that song, I was like, I listened to it, I was like, I could hear this as a summer song because I can hear people like ratchet dancing. Even though I don't really care for the song, but I can see. I look at songs like I can see that playing on the radio, people playing that in the club scene. I can picture people that.
Yeah, that was straight club. That was straight club.
Yeah.
Oh, she got signed off that. Who she signed with?
CMG.
Yeah.
CMG. She signed with Yo Gotti.
She is from Memphis, right? Ain't she from Memphis?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought she was from Memphis. She sounded like she was from Memphis.
Here's the thing. Basically, it was like this. The truth is, she was already buzzing out of Memphis, but that song, exactly, Dolph wanted her. But that song pretty much pushed her over the edge and got her the deal. Like they was already looking at her, but once she came out with that F and F and saw people was going crazy, they was just like,
hope she signed a good deal. She ain't doing like a Fabio deal for $5,000 advance.
Nah,
I'm joking, guys. I'm joking, guys. I didn't realize. I'm like, man, you can catch somebody in a contract for $5,000. I'm like, bro, I might have to get in the record industry, bro. Like if I was like $5,000, I could buy Fabio Masters for $5,000.
Well, that's the thing. May said, well, did you hear his response to that?
No, I didn't hear the response.
So you got to watch his video. He actually, like I said, he got Fabio looking like a straight up cornball, like a liar.
He broke it down. It was a lot of lies in that interview?
It was a lot of lies. So first of all, Mace didn't sign him for that. Exactly, a lot of inaccuracy. So the $5,000 actually came from, so Mace gave, so it was three of them. It was Fabio and his two mans. Mace said he gave a cop who was managing Fabio he gave them $15,000. It was supposed to be $5,000 each. That was supposed to be basically them to get started, have a little money in their pocket, being able to travel, you know what I'm saying, things like that. That way Mace wouldn't have to foot the bill for everything. And the guy, the police officer basically just like kept the money for itself. So then Mace structured a deal and actually brought him to Def Jam, like to a major label. And he actually got Fabio $750,000, but he said Fabio ended up with $700,000 after he signed the paperwork because he owed Mace $50,000 because Mace was doing a lot of A&R work for him and things like that, and like flying him to shows and taking him shopping, doing all that.
So, okay, so it wasn't as bad as he made it seem like.
No. And the
I was
deal
like,
that is
$5 I'm like, geez, what type of contract signer was that?
And here's the thing, Fabio owns all of his publishing. Now the masters, Mace didn't really touch on that. I think he got a piece of it, but the publishing, all of his publishing, Fabio owns all of his publishing. So it was more like a
Fabio,
deal.
it sounds like his deal wasn't that bad. It sounds like he didn't really get screwed in this deal.
No, the main person that screwed him was that cop who basically had $15,000 and was basically like, I'm gonna keep it for myself.
But I wonder.
Go ahead.
No, I was about to say, I wonder now because now that everybody can fact check now, that how much of this is going to help Mace now because nobody wasn't talking about Mace until this shit happened.
Well, here's the thing with Mace. Mace actually, he's about to sign a deal, or he just signed something with somebody.
Death Row. He signed with Snoop.
Yeah, Death Row. Yeah, he just signed with Snoop. So at the end of the day, and when they asked, because Fabio was like, "Oh, I'm still in the deal with Mace," they asked Gillian them asked Mace like, "Hey, break it down about the deal," and he was like, "The way that I structured it was I would have basically like the final say in the deal because I knew." And he said it based off of me when I first became an artist. Once you get in the room with the label and they throw a big number at you, you don't worry about negotiating. And he said basically I was worried about him selling me out. Basically him saying he going, Fabio going to sign, and then Mace ain't going to really get that much money for bringing Fabio to Def Jam. So he said he structured it where Mace had to have a say so in it as well, or the deal wasn't going to go through. It wouldn't be valid.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You learn from Diddy. Welcome back.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically. And he talked about a lot of stuff in that video. He talked about as well. He said it, which a lot of artists don't like to admit, at least, until they like mature, which we could say Mace is now. Mace said it. When he first came out, even though he was one of the first ones with the bust down Rolex and all that, he said he was broke. And he said he actually regrets not keeping the friendship and the relationship with Cameron. He said Cam and them got upset because Cam and one of the homies that used to roll with them used to give Mace shoes and clothes, like, because that's how poor he was. Like, his family was that poor, where Mace couldn't even afford to buy, like, clothes or anything. And they gave it to him. And he said, he wished he got the opportunity to kind of, like, return the favor to them and, like, break them off. But he was broke himself. He was like, I wasn't really getting no money like that back then.
Yeah. That's why I was telling people, a lot of your favorite
rappers
make as much money like you think.
I mean,
a lot of rappers don't make as much money like you think.
Yeah, and then you got to think about look who you signed to. We don't know what his advance was. We don't know how much he was taking from that shit. Like, we just don't know.
Exactly.
Because he ain't going to admit it. Diddy's not going to admit it. He's not going to admit that he robbed everybody. He's not going to admit it.
Oh, no. But Tay, you still signed on the dollar line. You could have had an attorney look over your paperwork. That's the biggest problem that a lot of people did back in the day.
But you got to think about you're 17, 8 years old. You got Diddy standing in front of you.
I'm going to tell you something. Ignorance is no excuse.
They're not walking in there with no lawyers, though. But they're not walking in there with no lawyers.
Ignorance is no excuse.
But you got to understand
I agree.
though.
Ignorance is no excuse.
Here's the thing. I get what you're saying, especially now, the fact that we have so much information at the palm of our hands with these phones and everything. But back then, internet wasn't. That's what I'm saying. Internet wasn't.
No, I give you that, but you still a lot of people don't understand entertainment is a business. It's not just.
Yeah,
but people think about the fame, but don't think about the business aspect.
But here's what you got to think about it. Like, all right, go ahead, Tay. I'll let you get your point.
No, I'm about to say. This is the question I'll ask. So, Josh, if we 17, 18 years old, back at Crossing, and Diddy walk up to us with a deal for making the band or some shit like that, are we gonna get lawyers to look at that shit, or we just gonna be like, "Hey,
I will.
It's Diddy, dog."
I will.
Not
because I at least get my parents to look at it.
I would have.
Be personally, at the bare minimum, at least get my parents to look at it.
I would have.
17,
I was on a
16,
different
17,
mindset
18, you're signing that dotted line without your parents' consent.
Exactly.
I'm not signing
because here's the thing.
Because me at 17, you would have told me to get a lawyer, MT. Come on, man.
I get that, but
I would have talked to my parents. I was like, "Oh yeah, such and such trying to sign me." My parents would say, "No, you gotta look over that contract. You don't know what you signing."
I get that, but at the same time,
same thing though. Parents gonna do the same thing.
No, my parents would my parents work in finance and stuff like that. They wouldn't let you do that. They'd tell you that you need to have somebody look over. Like my parents literally would say that.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
You can't be ignorant. They said because a
lot of
people
think about that timeline too. That's around the time where all that shit was getting aired out on Hot 97. Yeah, that shit started to be public information. That people getting screwed in contracts.
It was a little after, but it was a little after, but yeah.
But so
I say nowadays, if you get screwed in the deal in 2022, it's all your fault. 100% your fault.
Yeah,
you won't get no sympathy. I'm like, damn, bro, you stupid.
But the thing is, back in the day, like I said, you talking about the 90s, you growing up poor. All you see when you sit up there, because I guarantee you what Mace did was this. All right, did he come to me? All right, how much am I going to get? It's what? He show him $100,000. He probably thinking, "Oh shit, I'm rich. I'm never going broke. $100,000." he gonna sign it. Exactly. Taxes, paying your
You gotta worry about taxes, management. Bro, a lot of people don't think about that when you get signed that deal. Like most of half of it going to taxes.
Yeah. Of course.
Like 40%, 42% of it.
It should be going to taxes. You should be.
What you gonna put it? Man, you gonna put you gonna put a Wesley Snipes? What taxes?
I mean, a few of them did. A few of them tried. I mean,
it's ways to comfort yourself for taxes. That's why you gotta hire like a lawyer, tax attorney, accountant.
Yeah.
You got hire all that stuff when you coming across that kind of money.
But the problem with all
you're like 17, 18 years old, you're not thinking.
But NBA players do that. Athletes do that a lot. They make that mistake.
Yeah.
They don't have the right people around them.
Well, of NBA course. Mostly because all their money's guaranteed. That's the only thing about NBA. All their money guaranteed.
But you lose half that money. You lose most of that money
of it for taxes. Yeah. Like all right, look, I give y'all a prime example, right? Of what you coming home with and things like that. So the person that just hit the Powerball, right, for $1.28 billion.
Oh yeah.
So they had to accept the cash option. So they didn't have to, but they decided to accept the cash option, which was $600,000. But then
the lump sum?
Yeah, they took the lump sum of $600 million. I'm sorry, not 600,000, 600 million. But then taxes came out. So they said their take home. Yeah, so they said their take home was $433 million out of $1.28 billion.
Damn, that means the government won. The government won.
That's what I'm saying.
The government won in that series. You know they call the lottery. I hate to say this. They call the lottery. They call the lottery.
I think the annuity is actually a better option because you're guaranteed.
No, you can't. It's not a better option because if the state go bankrupt, they can't pay you. You know that, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's true.
Exactly.
So you might as well take the lump sum right away.
And I'm gonna tell you another thing with those annuities, where people need to redefine line. If you die, you can't pass that on.
You can't pass it on.
Yeah, that's true.
It stops at you. So
it stops at you. So literally, let's say if cool, I'm gonna get this annuity. I'm gonna be smart with my money, and you die a year or two later. Guess who gets the bank of all that money? The state and the federal government.
Yeah, they call the lottery the poor man's tax. That's literally, a lot of people don't know that because on like people below poverty level is the main people buying it. And when you win, the government take most of it from taxes. They get their money back. That's what I'm just telling everybody. They get their money back right away.
Think about it like this though. Remember the last few times when the joint hit $1 billion, and they asked the winner, how many did they take home? How much did you hit every time? 400.
Yeah, 400 million. Yeah, 300, 400 million. That's how it goes. Because at the end of the day, it's like the more with that. And here's the thing: the lottery, they tax that more because they consider it as like a bonus. It's not wages. It's not wages or something that you went out there and worked for. You were given that, so we can take more of it. So so the government won. Dude, literally, so from 1.28 billion, he walked away with $433 million. That's it. Now here's the thing. Obviously, that's still a lot of money and probably more money that he had. But 433 million, bro, and I'm thinking I'm about to be at least a quarter or 3/4 of a billionaire. Come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah, you.
I mean, still gonna live comfortable in generations.
But a couple $100 million. But a lot of people blow that money though.
I'm about to say, bro,
90% of people win the lottery,
especially winning the lottery, of course.
But you're thinking that you got 1.2 billion.
You're not thinking about taxes. You're not thinking about. I told everybody that if you win $1 billion, you're not going to get $1 billion. You probably get a couple $100 million.
But if you look at the stories and stuff, after people win, they'd be happy to get 100,000. So.
Yeah,
that's true.
But here's the thing. Yes, they'd be happy. But
it's a curse anyway. I just go to one of those going to happen 5 years from now.
I was about to say that because here's what happened. Once you're in that tax bracket, you basically have to live a certain lifestyle. So home, cars, your family gonna have their hands out. Once you do all, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, especially in this time in this economy, depending on who wins 433 million, that can be blown in a lifetime.
You blow 400 million, nigga. It's all your fault. I'm saying you can't blow. You can blow $1 million. 400 million? You can't blow.
What's the name? Shit, Antoine Walker went broke. He went
literally as if I'm not a financial advisor. All you literally have to do is put that money into like a S&P 500 index fund and live off like a couple million a year, you be straight for the rest of your life.
Yeah, true.
But literally, you don't have to do anything else but let your money sit and it earns interest. Literally, that's all you have to do.
Listen, I agree with that too. But what happens when the economy collapses? What's gonna happen to your money?
Nah, I'm not telling you put all the money, but you put it. You never do all in. Remember, y'all saw Tropic Thunder. Never go full retard. Never go full retard, bro.
Yeah, so put it like this: you gotta have it spread out.
You gotta have it spread out on different. You gotta, diversify. You can't just be all in one place.
Exactly, because remember, FDIC only insure you up to 250,000.
Exactly,
so keep all that in the bank.
400
per social.
But bro, after $400 million, after like the first million or two. Bro, what else? You're not gonna go crazy. You can't really buy too much, bro.
Whoa, stop, Josh. Hold on.
400 million. No. Hypothetically, 400 million.
I'm about to tell you right now what I can.
Let's say this. How can you blow 400 million? I want to hear this. I want to hear this
too.
You gotta have like a bad drug habit or something, bro. You gotta have some 400 million. You know how much money your interest earn just per day?
You store by the ton.
What are you buying? Like cocaine by a boatload? What are you doing? You doing Pablo Escobar?
Cocaine cowboy.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you how you. I mean, here's the thing. Obviously, it would be difficult to blow, and it should last you a lifetime. But this is what I'm going to say. Think about it.
Your great grandkids should be okay with 400 million.
Yeah,
but hold on.
That's four generations, at least four generations.
But here's the thing. It depends on that person's age, and it depends on what they want. So let's say if they say, "Hey, I want to have multiple vacation homes," so you're gonna buy a house in the Hamptons, right? That's probably a good 10 million, right?
You going straight to the top, right? You going straight to the top.
Of course. Nigga, with 400 million, what you gonna
do?
If
I buy a house in the Hamptons, I probably
what you gonna do, nigga? Live around Spring Hill Lake?
I Airbnb that joint out for the most of the year, and when I'm on vacation, I'll go there. That's what I would do.
Josh, for 400 million, what are you gonna do, nigga? You moving to Greenbelt, Maryland? No.
Yeah, man, okay. I'm moving to Martin Luther King and Malcolm X Avenue.
Yeah, okay.
I'm joking, bro.
So boom. So boom, right? So you got the Hamptons. Then you probably want to own a house in LA. We already know those mansions 12.
Why in the hell will you buy California? Taxes will eat you alive, bro. You do not move to California. Bro, people with money do not move to California. Bro, you move to Texas, Tennessee, Florida with the tax, bro. When you make that kind of money, I'm telling everybody, when you make that kind of money, you have to think about taxes. Taxes should be like taxes, yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta think it's the nostalgia of being.
Hell no, I wouldn't buy no property. I would rent a mansion in LA, but I wouldn't like buy a house in LA.
Okay, great. So you're gonna rent a mansion and basically just throw your money away because now you can't.
How much you think rent a mansion is not, bro? You have $400 million, bro. To rent a mansion, what is going to cost you? Like 30 racks a month, 20 racks a month,
$50K a month. 30 to 50.
Depending on how the house look, but 20,
30
bro.
to 50.
But you gotta calculate how much interest you're earning per day just sitting your money away. A lot of people don't know that. 400 million.
That's true too.
That's what I'm saying. You can afford to rent a house, bro.
Yeah.
You can afford to rent a $30,000 house. You gotta think, because when you're making that kind of money, taxes is like the biggest thing you have to worry about, bro.
Yeah.
When you're making that kind of money, a lot of people don't know that taxes.
But here's the thing though. Yeah. But again, it's like Tay said. So even if you either gonna buy an LA mansion or you gonna get a Malibu mansion because it's a lot of people's dream to own a home on the water.
In LA,
it just is in LA. That's a lot of people's dream. So you spend another.
Joke, bro.
Nope. So here's the thing. So you spend about 15 million.
Yeah,
exactly. You got that type of money.
You're gonna do it.
You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it.
Stupidly, you're gonna do it.
I'm not
gonna do it.
I'm not spending no 15 million. You know what I can get in Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas for 15 million? I probably can buy a whole county.
Texas? How about Florida?
No, you can't do that.
How about Florida?
MT, it's a joke. Don't take it literally.
I know, man.
You get what I'm trying to say.
I'm gonna say this, but 15 million. I'm gonna say this: 15 million to get you an entire block.
Nigga, Western Texas, you can buy a whole county. Western Texas, you can buy a whole county for 15 million.
I could buy
Western Texas. You thinking about Dallas and Houston, bro? You thinking about Dallas and Houston? You thinking about the big cities?
And you gonna want to live in Dallas and Houston? Who the hell wants to live in Western Texas? What the fuck is
man? I'm about to be like Bill Gates.
You be a
got a whole county. I got a whole county to myself, man. My next neighbor is me. Like,
Mr. Jones, I didn't spend my whole life striving to become a multimillionaire to clean up cow shit, okay? I didn't.
Hey, man, bro, you're a multimillionaire. You hired somebody to clean up cow shit. What is wrong with you, bro? You are elitist, bro. You don't pick up nothing, bro. You don't even pick up your bread and make your toast. You hire somebody to do that, bro.
So all that stuff, exactly. So listen. So all that stuff you sit up here buying, and then here's the thing: we're not even gonna get into vices. If you got a gambling problem, if you got a Deshaun Watson type problem, you know what I'm saying? Because you know it's gonna be some
he gonna have 300. He gonna have 365 massage therapists for each day of the week.
Exactly.
Well, you can afford that type of habit.
Hey man, $400 million, you can afford it. I'm just letting you know you can afford it.
I'm gonna tell you right now though, that gambling, but that gambler should have catch up to you. It will.
Gambling catch up to you.
Yeah, lose like a couple million a night.
Yeah, that's
but
what I'm
I make it back. 400 million, I can make it back. What you
exactly.
I ain't even gonna lie. I might be hurt after I lose the first million. I'll be like, oh shit.
Bro, I lose $1 million, I'll probably cry. I'll be in the fetal position over there at the crap table.
Like, you gotta think about this: cars, the kids' tuition, all the sack chases that's gonna be coming out. Here's the thing: I believe that you should be able to make 400 million last, and for generations. But again, we've seen dumber things. We've seen.
I'm not saying you can't blow it. You got to have like a bad gambling problem, drug problem. You just got to be spending money left and right.
I've seen a little joint on. I forgot what channel that joint was when they had like the
lottery winners.
Yeah, it's called Life After Lottery. A lot of people. Yeah. First of all, I wouldn't tell nobody I won the lottery. You can't tell people, not even your own family. I hate to say it like that. You can't even tell your own family.
But here's the thing, though. Eventually, Josh, with that type of money, they gonna figure it out. Because when you
it's ways to hide money. It's ways to hide money.
I get that it's ways to hide, but when you pull up with a McLaren or a Rolls Royce, nigga, they know you didn't get that.
Why? MT, I can see you
from being a tech guy.
I can see MT pulling up still clocking in his 9 to 5. It's like this dude pulled up in the belly. Somebody pulled out an umbrella so he can walk across the street into the building.
I'm pulling up in my parents' house with a Buick. I'm not even gonna fake.
You gonna see me driving a Honda CRV. That's what you gonna see.
Man, I'm hiring completely back.
You gonna see me driving a basic car. I'm gonna be driving a basic car, but I have a nice house. That's what I'll probably do. I'll probably have a nice ass house in the gated community.
And guess what? Even the people around here where I'm at, where they got gated communities, I just saw somebody the other day. So they already had a 3-car garage attached to their house. They're currently building a 4-car garage in their driveway. So they can have one car every day of the week.
400 million is hard to hide. You can hide $1 million. And nobody knows.
That's what I'm
saying. You can hide $1 million. Nobody won't know.
Yeah, easily. That's what I'm saying. If I won $1 million or two, of course, I wouldn't tell anybody. But 400 million, bro, you can't hide that. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you can
First
say
thing you need to do is next thing you need to do is get a flip phone. You gotta get a flip phone, bro. Everybody and their mother, you went to high school, elementary school, daycare when you was a little kid, they want money. Like, yeah, I run an MT. I babysit them back in 1993. I need that money back.
Well, I need that money
interest.
Back.
With interest.
Yeah, remember them days when I bought them movie tickets back in the day? Yeah, I'm gonna need
that uncle that used to buy you Happy Meals every blue moon. It's like, yeah, I need that back. That with the interest rates. That's $1 million. That's $1 million, right?
Put it like this. Put it like this. I'm gonna say this. If y'all talking about I'm gonna pull up in a Buick or see, your best bet would be to move to West Texas. Because if you move to anywhere where it's people in a pool that have money like you, trust me, you're not gonna drive around in no Buick. When you see them pulling up to Starbucks and then Porsches or the Lambos or the McLarens, you're not pulling up in no Buick. You're not. I'm just gonna tell you. Here's the thing: the competitive edge.
I have an old school fetish, so I'll probably just buy old schools.
That's my
fetish. I got old school cars.
And
that's
I'm okay with
that.
And here's the thing, and I'm okay with that. But put it like this: for you to get an old school the way that you want, how much are you gonna spend, Josh? Paint, wheels, and that's about
50 racks under 100. You can do it under 100. You can do it under 100. Depending on the car. You can do it under 100. Depending on the car, you can do it under 100.
Josh, 67 Charger, GT or something like that. Come on, Josh.
You can get it under 100K.
you could get it up there, but once you start,
I want to say 100K would probably be my budget for old school. I wouldn't do more than 100K.
Once you start doing your interior, your steering wheel, your wheels, the engine. Come on, Josh, you spend at least 100K, and it's inflation.
100K.
All right then, you trying to say 50? Nah, 50 gonna get you the shell.
Nah, 50. Nah, you can get a nice old school for 50. I seen them for sale. I seen them for sale.
Now, if you're getting a total rebuild, like if you're getting like a 19,
it's been on the condition it is, MT. It's been on the condition it is. Like it's been on the condition you get it.
But here's the thing too.
Because I want to build mine from the ground up.
If you want to build it from scratch, you can get an old school joint. You probably can get it on 100K. 100K is a good budget. If you buy like bare bone and you just add in, 100K is a good budget.
It also depends on the type of old school too, because like certain ones, it's gonna take.
Yeah, it's been on the rarity too. It may be hard to find certain parts, and it's so many factors. There's so many factors, but yeah.
I was about to say that, but that's another thing too that you got to think about. Once you get to that level as well, like you said with the elitists, you're gonna pay people to pick up the cow shit. Here's the thing. With you being on that elite level, just having normal stuff, it's just not gonna satisfy you. It's not.
But after a while, after you buy a bunch of stuff, you just gonna be chilling, bro.
Oh, of course.
Nah, people gonna come to you. People gonna ask you questions. People gonna want you to do things. It's with the standards, you know.
It's like, yeah, man. MT, I got this idea for a record label. I need $1 million.
Exactly. Like, hey, bro. And if you give me $1 million, I'm gonna turn it into $100 million. I'm telling you.
Yeah, talk to my advisor. Talk to my advisor.
Exactly. Nah, that's what you tell people. You're like, oh yeah, you can talk to my financial advisor. Once they hear that, they know that's enough.
Of course, yeah.
They're probably not gonna call. They probably not even gonna call.
Honestly, here's what you could do. You can just simply ask them, okay, what's your business plan? What's your art?
Man, come on, MT. Niggas don't got no business plan, man. Man, you gotta do this off hope, nigga. I'm selling you hopium.
Exactly. Exactly. As soon as you ask, as soon as you ask them, all right, well, what's the first year? What's the ROI for the first year?
Yeah.
You think they know what an ROI is, nigga?
Of course not. But here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. Once they come out their mouth and say something stupid like, "Oh, we're gonna profit $10 million," you already know to cut the conversation. Nobody earns money in the first year.
No.
Nobody.
Nope.
Nobody.
Very rarely a business profitable the first year. Very
exactly.
Rare. It's extremely rare. Extremely rare.
I was about to say, and they say honestly, for stuff like restaurants, they say the first 3 years, you in the red.
Yeah, most restaurants don't make bread till like because you gotta make that money back. Yep. All the money, decorations, food.
Yeah, food prices. A second location, that's when they start having money. When they add a
second location, exactly. Nah, it's true, and that's with any business. But yeah, them first couple years, you're gonna struggle. I don't care.
400 million. I agree with you. 400 million is hard to hide. 2 million, you can hide 2 million. Nobody, you can live a modest lifestyle, and a suburban life, middle class. Nobody wouldn't even know you have 2 million.
I was about to say 2 million. Honestly, I would literally finish paying off the car that I have now, buy one more vehicle, but a decent one. Not even. But
you do know the average American millionaire lives like a middle class lifestyle. It's not like, like fancy like people think. People think of entertainers when they think of
most of they cribs and
a lot of people do.
Listen, guys.
Read a book called Millionaire Next Door. The average millionaire is living an average lifestyle, drive an average car. They go on like 1 or 2 vacations a year with their family. The average
here's the thing.
They're not flashy.
I know, but listen, I 100% agree with that because I dealt with somebody where her dad was like that. But I'm going to tell you right now, what they do is it's the material things they don't care about. So jeans, shirts, a lot of that kind of stuff they don't care. But you better believe, when you go inside their house, or when you go
they put their money in their house,
but their house for their vacation or vacation. When they go on vacation, 5-star resorts, first class is what you flying.
Of course, bro. You work all year, bro. You gonna go treat yourself to something nice. I'm not telling you to be fool with your money, walking around with like.
And I'm telling you right now, the area that I'm in, yes, the day-to-day, you'll see them in the Ford F-150. You'll see them in, Honda Accord, things like that. But like I told you, they got 3 and 4 car garages. The cars that you see outside the garage, those are the ones they take around every day. But when it's time, and it's a certain place where they all meet up at, When they open that motherfucking garage door, trust me, a Porsche's coming out.
Only reason I said that because I actually went to like conferences and met a few millionaires. You would never ever think they was millionaires if you didn't know. If they didn't tell you, like if they like you saw them at the grocery store, you would not think they was millionaires. They live a modest lifestyle, like a very modest lifestyle.
And it's the same thing with them. They do. Some of them may have.
But you see their house, like you see them driving like a Honda CRV. Yeah. You come to their house, like, oh shit. Like, yeah, you would never have thought. Just by that's why I tell people don't judge people by the car they driving. Don't judge people by the car they driving.
But trust me, they got that weekend car. They got that weekend car.
The main thing for this whole thing is this: be more like like pretty much living like an everyday rich lifestyle.
No, live a Timothy lifestyle.
Timothy lifestyle, but don't live a Floyd lifestyle.
Don't live a Pookie lifestyle. You don't need fresh Benzes. You don't need a diamond chain.
Yeah.
Don't pull a
Floyd. The Gucci belts. No one cares about that. The Gucci belts. You gotta show off the Gucci belt, man. You gotta show off the Gucci belt, man. You gotta tuck your polo in super tight so they see that Gucci belt, bro.
Stop.
Yeah.
Don't judge me. I ain't gonna lie, but when I got my first Gucci belt, I did that. Don't judge me, guys.
Double G's, man.
Exactly. Now here's where I say they are. Now here's where I say a lot of millionaires where I have been getting game from them. With those cars though, when they do get their Ferraris, their Lambos, and all that kind of stuff, what they do is they let the insurance company know I'm putting less than 3,000 miles on it, and they do. That car literally comes out on a Saturday night. It goes down the street to their favorite restaurant, and then it goes back in the garage. That's it. They may put 1,000 miles on there. For
but you know when you get those kind of cars, though, insurance is including your insurance. You can't put a certain amount of miles per year. You know.
Oh, of course.
Those are not everyday driving cars, though. Like you get a Ferrari, you only gonna put 1,000 miles a year, maybe. Probably not even that much.
Maybe.
Probably not even that much. Yeah, that's why the insurance to keep your insurance low, because insurance would be high if you use that as a daily driver.
Of course, yeah. Anything over 3,000 miles, they gonna tax you. You paying about $1,000 a month at least. So yeah. Now it's this millionaire guy, it's this Asian guy. He was talking about it. I be watching a lot of his videos and stuff, and he said it. You know, with his Ferrari, he let his insurance company know it's less than 3,000 miles going on here. He paid $250 a month for his Ferrari.
Bro, they probably don't even put 1,000 miles on that. Because that's not an everyday. That's a car you drive on a nice day, a weekend. Exactly. That's about it. You're not going to drive a Ferrari every day. I know. Mm-mm. I know that's what they promote on Instagram. You're not going to do that.
Yeah, but no.
Don't do that shit either.
You're driving like a regular car. They driving like regular cars, bro.
Of course, they have at the most, if they do have something, it'll be a little E class or something. Well, yeah, they have a little E class Benz or C class.
So did we lose him? Did he drop?
Yeah, no, okay? Mr. Jones, because he sleep. No, because Mr. Jones have sleep.
Mr. Jones, you're not asleep over there, are you? You're not asleep over there.
I'm eating some chips.
I'm enjoying myself. Man. Well, at least you muted yourself this time, man. At least you muted yourself this time.
They ain't got the Sam's Club size back.
What you got there? King size kettle corn. What you over there eating? Kettle corn? What you over there eating, man?
Yeah, the kettle chips.
Kettle chips.
Kettle chips, man.
Yeah, but honestly, I'm be honest.
You get them joints at? What cost
exactly.
You get them joints at?
But I'm be honest with y'all too with these millionaires. I'm be honest with y'all too about these millionaires too. It also depends on, I'm gonna say, old money versus new money as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Well, when it's somebody who comes from it, you know what I'm saying? Like when it's somebody that comes from it, you see them living more modestly.
But you do know most millionaires are first time millionaires. A lot of people got to stop.
Of course,
most millionaires are first time millionaires.
Yeah,
of course they are.
Because this generation produced the most by far.
Yeah, exactly. But it also depends on at what stage in your life when you got it. Like most guys, when they 40, 50 years old, if they become a millionaire,
we already live life pretty much.
That's what I'm saying. So they chilling. Bruh. You get it at 30, 35. Right, you gonna act the ass a little bit.
I'm just gonna rent a yacht in Miami and just have boat parties. Don't judge me, guys.
This guy.
Bruh, boats, and I'm not gonna say the word. It rhymes with woes. Boats and woes go together. Like,
you gotta have me my boats and woes.
Bro, you can't have a yacht with no hose, man. You can't have a yacht with no hose. That's just a failure mission right there.
Hey, Josh. Hey Josh, who you gonna invite? Sterling Shepard, Trey Songz, and OBJ?
Hey, you're wrong for that, bro.
Hey, you funny.
Hey, bro, that was an R&B cover. That was an R&B album cover they took.
All you gotta do is get the Minnesota Vikings. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, you wrong for that. Oh, you wrong for that, bro.
The Darren Sharper incident?
No, not Darren Sharper.
No, that wasn't Darren Sharper. You don't remember the Vikings incident? The Vikings incident?
Fred Smoot.
It was a bunch of them, bro. Man, boats and hoes go together, bro. How you not gonna have a boat full of hoes?
But for real, truthfully, I would probably get a yacht though, because it costs to rent them joints out.
Nah,
so if a player,
I wouldn't advise you to invest heavy in yachts. Yachts depreciate terribly. They depreciate terribly.
They do. Hey, bro, they worse than cars. Like at least cars.
They were way worse than cars, bro.
Yeah, like at least the market for cars is booming right now. Like you probably take your car and get more than what you actually owe on it.
Car finesse. They finessing on those. Man, do not buy a car right now. They finesse. I saw a dealership for a Bronco. They did like a $30,000 markup. I was like, $30,000. I need to hear this logic.
Hey, listen. I just looked at. I was online. It was a burnt orange vet, one of the newer ones. It was a 3LT joint, right? Not even the Z06. The MSRP on it was $92,000. They had that joint for sale. Hold on, no, listen. That was the MSRP. Which cool, right? Because it had different specs and it was customized. Yeah. But the sales price was $132,900. I said, y'all are smoking crack. It is no.
When I saw that Bronco, I was like, it says on the website like MSRP 50,000. These motherfuckers want like 90,000 for. I was like 30 to 40. I was like, bro, that's not including the finance charges and everything, your tags. I'm like, bro,
OJ autograph for the day.
I'm like, bro, is OJ taking a picture autographing it? You gotta sell me on this, bro.
Listen, nigga. If OJ, I better see video of OJ customizing that one and putting the blicky in there. Okay, for it to cost that much.
I need evidence from the trial in that joint.
Exactly. For $92,000. They
gotta give me the knife with it. Like, yeah, this was the murder knife. You gotta sell me on it, bro. It still wouldn't be worth $100,000.
Hey, brother, the initials NBS better be stitched in the headrest by OJ himself. Okay, that is the only way I'm spending that much.
Sorry, if you thinking about buying a car, don't. I tell everybody the way they market it.
Exactly.
Don't. You better wait.
Yeah, wait. Wait, because it's not funny right now.
It's not funny no more. It's crazy.
I didn't realize they were doing a ridiculous price. I was like, what?
Hey, bro, I'm looking at 2013 Benzes with 100,000 miles. They talking about 40,000.
Bro, I saw somebody trying to get a Volkswagen Passat, a used one. This is like 3 or 4 years. They want like 40 racks for it. You know how much a Jetta costs, bro? A Jetta is like 20,000.
20,000.
Like during the year, I was like, bro, a used one? I was like, bro, no, ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'm paying 40 racks for a used.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
Somebody got to be doing it. They must be. They got some good salesmen. So you told me the price. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a no for me, dog.
It's a sucker born every day, bro.
I was like, bro, if you gonna fuck me over, at least take me out to dinner. Jeez, bro, you got.
Let me put on makeup first or something.
Yeah, like, god damn, jeez, it's beyond a finesse move.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But all right, man, let's go ahead and wrap up, man.
All right, man.
Good conversation.
Yeah, I better get the Deshaun Watson treatment from your fine.
$400 million. You gotta give me a lifetime of oil changes or something. You gotta sell me on this, bro. I don't know, bro.
I want oil changes. I want your fine
car details. You gotta sell me something.
Bugattis for life.
Bro, you gotta sell me on that, man. That much money. Jeez.
Right. Hey, trust me, I know what you're talking about because I was looking, I was like, bro, I like my. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm looking around, I'm just like, it's getting ridiculous out here.
I know it's a chip shortage, but god damn, bro, I was like, jeez.
Bro, hey, bro, at this point, bro, niggas just want to be in walking distance of where he live at this point. I'm gonna just
like that kind of money. I was like, I just catch an Uber every day to work, bro. It'd be cheaper for me to just catch an Uber to work back and forth than to pay those kind of prices. Jeez.
Yeah. It's ridiculous, y'all.
And the STEMI ballers ran out of money, so they not flexing no more.
The PPP loans,
nope.
them just gone.
Yeah.
When PPP loans gone, they dried up now.
Yeah.
They start knocking on doors now, bro.
They knocking on doors. Hey, listen. You said you had 4 employees, but I see that you're the only one shining. I see you got a Rolling, you got a new Rolls Royce.
Hey, it's like, yeah, man. We saw you on Instagram when you with the bow on it. We saw you taking a picture in front of the bow on it.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, but it's ridiculous out here. There's no. Yeah. Nah. I'll wait. I'll wait till there's a collapse in the economy.
A 30,000 markup for a Bronco. I'm like, God damn, that's a whole other car right there. I can get 2 cars for that. I'm like, if you paying that kind of money, you might as well get 2 cars.
Right. And when I saw that 40,000 markup on that Vet, and it wasn't even a Z06, I was like, nah. I said, I don't care. And here's the thing, I get it. The person had it decked out. Like, it was orange with like black accents. Like, it had orange seat belt, black and orange seats. But bro, you telling me all that and you want an extra 40,000? Absolutely not.
Exactly. No, I'm good.
Absolutely not.
Oh, but that paint was bulletproof.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. You got to sell me on that. If you paying that guy, you got to sell me on it. You got to be bulletproof. Exactly. That joint better park itself. You got to sell me on this, bro. Like, you got to.
Listen.
They do got cars to park themselves, but geez.
They do. But listen, at the end of the day, I better not even have to speak to a woman. I should be able to just pull up and blow my horn, and she just automatically knows to get in. Like we playing Grand Theft Auto or something. Okay?
You do know it's actually the opposite when you have a nice car. More guys will try to talk to you. Bro.
It's true.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, bro. But all right, man. MT signing off with me and my co-host.
Mr. Jones, a.k.a. Sam Jones. Mr. Come First, because you got to respect me. And to the right.
It's your boy Tay. We'll have a Sports Talk Tay and Josh.
It's your boy Josh, the other half of Sports Talk Tay and Josh. Make sure you follow our YouTube channel, Sports Talk Tay and Josh. We do have our top 5 series. And tomorrow we're going to drop our top 5 quarterbacks heading into 2022.
Okay, cool.
Brady better be on the list.
Better be, or at least top 2.
Well, he might be hurt, but I mean, he didn't even make the list, bro. I'm joking. Can't
wait until next week.
MT gonna be frothing at the mouth. How dare you?
Exactly.
He gonna start saying like white people. I'm appalled at you. I need to write a letter to somebody. YouTube. Clutch your boys' pearls.
Here's the thing. You want to have him at number 2? Cool, but I just can't see more than one. The only other quarterback I can see athleticism-wise